first say you pa ho entwale say the koto abonte ya wada no the ebasu in the constitution of the new patriotic party no in the new one with the tear rubber pa say enkansu kra na ye koye akojatum eti sambesha if you ada no general secretary of MPP eba studio ene ba bedi new constitution no anase amended constitution new constitution amended constitution no ye ba bedi enkomo na wiki so ena Martin Pebu hey we are say wunyi nyamendia every day bi o madu fu si mo say yes akopon e wo ho na yes the love come out so ne adwuma pa Martin Pebu akeka nsem bebre e de afa OSP ho na in fact nsem na wakafa OSP ho no me de obi enemy position on the institution called OSP me dey say scrap. But that doesn't mean say assembly a person okay biano so betimi aka se bi de gu obi ho fi. It is some bebrebe na Martin Pebu kikafa lawyer kiseja ben ho no. Memi say die. Memi say man ka lokwala megwa. Bebrebe ne nya adwe. And I think say bebrebe ho no ma hu hia so be kika sa asem no e dey atu bi so without any evidence. It ka memi ne kiseja ben a e se wo ka fa mo ka e ka masiw no court. But typical of Kiseja Ben, you also did this was so quite Ghana. No, was I invited? No, what would be a case of was I invited? So you one got to investigating the background. Now, my subordinate investigation now, subordinate one local pleasing. No, what about pleasing to obey you in your favor? It's immediate. Like a whom Yampo say, would like Kiseja Ben, Eberton, Affair, Martin Pigu. But me what the year me, would any baby will be a Kahunshi. After Kiseja Bay, Pebu so koya, wakoye interview. Or so koya no. Muntase mi okoya no remu no. So no so no media in attention. We remu wi no no say pay by and on central for ekoye interview ma me bi o che bayre wo ho. Na emutwi kakra enye se gate na nimu emutwi kakra. Wo so koye interview no wi na wo ba no. Wo ba no wo wura inside hall mo na. Martin Pebu so did atem na na ono so ka bie na de wo ya aboa de kwase wo ka no so aka oh ni amano so se wo didi so jani atem kikiri ya se ya de ne kotum so a ya se won ene be mani bill on fa surety on fa edan asase anase edan a wonu ni di Martin Pebu eda so Martin Pebu so won tiase say yes won kofa asase anase dan property ye ni dimu won tiase ye ni bi de so won kofa ma na me say kotwa de ne budget OSP che Polado mochire o che Polado mochire e de koye Polado mochire krata wo file nyina wo so woni ajapade bia dan anase asase bia ni din na wo so and so still OSP say won kofa asase anase dan a ni din e na wo so about what trust will leave you. Yeah, it was a ridiculous demand. Oh, now Martin Pebu in radio station to radio station. Yes, you have won the pa. Yes, you have won the pa. Can say woo basa. What be why? Oh, what family? We know some property somewhere that he is associated with. And then bibi yes, I can make it dinatem. If somebody is associated with a property, doesn't mean say idea. Doesn't mean say the property is registered in his or her name. Ya chiche mawun to me. Very ridiculous bail conditions. Now, but people nam see this hard labor. Oh, it is good. The OSP is working. Ya chill question bail 6 hours. Oh, phone no phone. I feel no common can say in LPP no phone. Few hours. It yon ko etwediem. Ade akire ya na Nelson Dafameko akọ raise the assembly e wo parliament. Sir, before we raise the parliament no na Medina MP sosu no watcho if you touch one you touch all. Etibusa say if you touch one you touch all. Where one means what? say afedie mati ayi so some nyina hu say mati pebu NDC ni because you touch one you touch all one means what touch NDC ni bia dia ene what the was aka obia eti me bo video baako olobukojo ponkroma MP of Asa Irebi and was say some ka mati pebu asemu dia ene muka god na Asare-Bediako asemu ene muka pola dum akire asemu muka omo a macheche mu nyina na munka other institutions a omo abi so omo office placing onerous friend saying bill conditions on people ya won't be satisfied me no ka say CCA or SCB former director general National Service Authority 630 million Ghana cedis a day which a chip say I just said go for Jubilee House ba now go for Kempinski na okofa hotata kese you say be dey part the bit ma I find say Rock City e be Rock City do dey buy ya say na no ara no ade na ma ti pe bo so che obi o ni pa che obi ana me dey na simple na me say that person make count but I'm talking about the abuse. Anyhow you look at it no OSP wa abuse e friend say the office. Anyhow you look at it, treatment of Martin Pebu and Koyi. So that is my assessment. Say, soldier near did not tell us what Kebiacha now was eating to watch it. Now, soldier for the police for a war OSP anymore. As some Yakada, I think the Friday to the Roses I teach him. A by a chip or much me, that's a bread, the room, coca, and then the friend say, Christina Atasapon, and you know, Yakoi na MPP. Kwame MPP omuni na ewo ho no mo kick bibia police di baako di say wo dimbike ko wura security wa ko twetwa bekuyen aden omuni ye ntokwa ewo ho no baako posto ko kamene ena meka chese masa wo ye police officer but wo say uniform so ne mebo ho no ma e so nya abotana professional police di baako o se police atade gina me chenti meka che me say the man is a police officer but he's not dressed. He's in mufti. And I'm so bodam. It is what Timmy says. What police in next one say police are tired there. What Timmy and Kwasadibe Opedia. And we are also going to treat him not as an officer. It is such for the police for the OSP anymore. She or my drinko. Our mentality because our boss Judas was to say Ghana. It's no as a more set of rules to be on the year Juma. And nema ekos wo manganum ehu time SSA no we are in a democracy being governed being ruled by people with tyrannical mentality, cool mentality. And I want my young adiketo bi hey ekofo cool mentality na mokwa mutisu say ebra papa je ye ni cool 1979 81 na mo wa no di what is facing? Deputy editor, dispatch newspaper, and never seen. And then you be sent at the MPP internal no prime minister na ekoso no ho enkobo. Ma who say wadamfo Musa Dankwa the be predictions I say. I don't know say predictions you post to say a year more the biaba and the baby didn't know. That will be come once if you want to talk about it fine. If you don't talk about it will be come once and what you do. It's NDA and the whole of the ACT. So who you dear? Now go for and I'm of custodian. In Baba to Martina Aquaba at the same. Baba to Martin. Bachenia. So who you dear? And I'm saying, no. Now, say, Mam, okay. Mose will be in the post. That be Yanko. Me patcho Yanko. Why? Eya enkoholomo eti Peter issues with the doors bebre eti minime fa na the best start free o the best start free fa oh sir yeah OSP nsem ya o start na okay na Mr. na OSP ni dey me kwa na me kan ne because last week we say start kakra
and a could do baby na over a dry lie
before buy
then some now make a canoe some in Chasua and I don't go back to blue
and it do back and they'll back Meno can say a speaker of parliament
yes
Abba Sumana against for Babin
yes
I say or no dear or take steps now must scrapple the office of the OSP.
And of course, also to be fair to him,
lawyer
yeah, he's been very consistent.
Yes, or no,
yes.
Oh, okay.
Back when from day one,
oh, okay. And I mean, okay.
But you see, the Adjunpa na a tire MPP are buying led by Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Yes, or the office of the special prosecutor Bebano. Na Adjunpa. No honesty, because you see, say yeti no chnebi menu nyina wo baby na ekoye se me prosecute you and why bibi and I say wo nam do be me timi ko family panyin nye say bia wo di boni bi na se me do ko jina court na me prosecute you e be dia ma me pa say edu ba bia no be one man make na say ma bomiti mu papa me pushing ye because abusi ansem enamfo may now boy ya buy na boy no aba me chance uncle why are you prosecuting daddy say no be ha e be thing
yeah
nti President Akufo-Addo so okay ye the prosecuting and I say attorney general to me one go article 88 na go don clear that 88.3 no e chere say prosecutions are also on my nyina attorney general na also ye nyini pabia
yes
but say ko ba say office bi to best obey prosecution attorney general betima apone ni to me ni kakra ye
e di amano
to hwa CID kra no mutumi prosecutions but of course attorney general yoko omu ye hwehwemu ni ayi nyina awi omu ni nyina ye attorney general nsa etinaka etimu pone de na kenya bone but you see ye creative office ni wie no o ma ye di office no e ko share o mo nsa no a kire am ye hu se enya de office no e be boaye bia sa na lawyer Bafo waka bibi se sometimes wo de to me ko share nipa ba ku pensa especially prosecuting powers ya na ehu because o share the other prosecuting offices na the CID ni yoko ni adana even Shraj omo itime hwehwemu de ayiba ene ayipa wo
yes
omo to me no ya na the checks and balances no e wo hopa unlike the OSP now we even the OSP act no kura na the I like to say yankano section yankano regulation amwa section for act na section laji encho also we call law school next year e bon fire man
ye be she yami wo
okay the section 4 the mandate of the office now that is special prosecutor now or say except as otherwise provided in the constitution the office is not subject to the direction or control of a person or an authority in the performance of the functions of the office. The 4, 1 and 2 no, subject to clause 4 of Article 88 of the Constitution, the office shall, for the purpose of this act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct the prosecution of corruption and corruption-related offences. So, anka office near you mukura nyina wiya. The court also mukọ prosecution omo ye no say Attorney General so ayere. And authorize omo. Must say binu mukura some court challenge this particular aspect of the mandate no. Say in the past no. Adwuma omo ye no. Omo so ya no ma enti no omo court. Now they don't go to the Attorney General for the authorization of mandate ni chese also mukọ ekokoje no. But omo nye chese we no mo de no omo de ko. Enti omo de ko a some of the cases o hwem pa. Ya kwa anya lawyers o hwe on the face of it to say case we there.
There be enkoyi.
Me so say ko Attorney General. Attorney General be check some of these things in because CID ne other investigative bodies no they go to attorney general for advice.
Yes, omuye investigation yeah. Almost attorney general.
Yes, for an advice. So far na obi anko say ego say deyo ye de yenim ne nti but that is why bi muso aka say this particular section no ohwema na say even a quotia the constitution no because we say office no will not be controlled, will not be authorized by a body be. But in another breath we say so be also call for authorization from the attorney general. What's the point now? I say no better say checks and balances because constitution you see constitution is such an act like that's correct. Constitution is such an act and a constitution so na a office of the attorney general. Yes, a man mandate say alone na say bibia it bibia be go bibia say if it goes against the constitution it is inconsistent. Yes, it mate say oma wa charge no munum bi no say they will challenge this particular mandate no court and I support them. I'm challenge it because I'm believing say some challenge here but on the face of it the lawyers there clear obvious say there's a problem with the act. Nti yevery how ebeko senka ade anka omo kokoji the authorization from the attorney general ka some of the cases are omo ya eko eba bontini bi wa anka ensi dabi last week ye kan ya Audu Jala say into office of the special prosecutor so a mistake and I saw him from so say ye kan say last week obeka ya former finance minister obetwa ntroto ne so say ni fie ono na stage manager ya mekan wa o mekan say ono na stage manager say ye ma attack ni fie say dem benya sympathy. Yes, in the end the abiding ne Audu Adamfo japa e ba montin be so ono na custom mu fie ho am majority leader ebe o microphone bi o microphone no and to stay focused it ayi majority leader Mahama Yariga ebe kan no parliament say yes opachew yes na ade na course no ankoyi meanwhile wo west na obetwa antro yes as a security person obetwa antro the pro oraken frata so no yes because say uwadie now we did say he is the almighty alpha and omega no we need the presence of mind and that humility to eat humble pie was one year ideally or some kopa ken ofrata one year because uchantro one year at the moment we intelligence say it's a weak intelligence it's a very very weak and I just say I don't know say a false intel what do? You apologize. Yes. But one year. One day one infallible. One time chofo so ko chobi bi na say you say unya false intel. Oh you rejoin that anamewa. In that not so an office. Now the special prosecutor be mistake or ma bontin me patcho. But one year and I want your press conference and you say bia almost to the bia say hold more the spur of the moment you know. And we get it they were trying to see a press conference at Troy. Yes. Say Nintel say intel. But anyone because when you say Obaya no, one of the reasons Biokra made me press or say a cockota or more attempting no. A bebo and say, who's Obaya no other can act no. Or because even easy officers crowd by prosecutor. I on it, say Faka into what kind. Any or more bad prosecutor munina. You know, prosecutor. I want to say, you know, bidi. You say, I want to say, you know, bidi. Hey, now, why you what? Yes, I know now. Nobody will. I wish. Abi waha. Hey, I'm not speaking. Say, I can't you. Hey, say, I wish you know. I say, I wish you know. So now. As na kojune no e say your ba em say you say na wusu so your ba o say oba onim no whether any sister o ye ne bibi o opasa mko ade a it say awusu so your ba e say o say ono ba e wo ya ba yes awusu say no US dey ko so akota UK enti enne e bi e bo be 11 million number na ma hwese yes sir
but yesi awusi no enso ho eti so no se me dey di se me otima awusi o
ma se no so ye bema
ade ne se wo se me ntimi nko benku ma ko nifa me gina fifi
na se ye nyina gina fifi
eti me gina fifi
na video no e be sa obabi na se wa fa okunu echida
so David
oba de kai
e be sa oba no e bida and then sanka wari eni ho na be sa no kunu wa fa echida o se media me
na sa question ko busa yede
me krasere me ye bema
da no ko busa sa question yede ba ku bi
so pese o hu se wa fa
da question boy ye musa ka ba ku bi se sa na
obi wo ha ono o de koso
ba ku bi sa ko bi na uja bonte ne de microphone sinanim ti se no u tv asi bema o apa yi sex free asi a edebe ne ma ne gi we de mo fa chemi o se mo de mo jimi no u yi sex na fi my day how do you agree?
Oh, na me this here.
Okay, agree.
Me come here this year too.
So now say papa be now. When you I be say 70, 82 years and I call hospital. Yes, na so bibi kakra, yare bi kakra, no be say doctor they say. Yare we say okay na at least he can live up to yes say and bekunu. So you can live up to
some years,
10 more years. No, I think yes. Until over 90 or over 90, and our doctor will be say, oh no, my son, or say there be. Oh, a year, or say there be. Open man, or say there be. And I be say, now 10 more years, no, what the bed. Because oh no, my son, open man, who
did tell you as year,
who did tell you as I and only say, Mema be our o japade bia ye fan dia agro
japade bi
ye fan dia agro
banya land property we move above property I see
I don't know obi antimi e one
it's a person wa hwe na ade so
obi antimi ka say fa sa property mra be surety
madam bia said the blend of autocracy and democracy is often called an anocracy.
Yes,
an anocracy is a form of government defined by political scientists as a country that has elements of both a democratic and autocratic systems. Yes. These types of regimes are often considered to be a messy middle, as they are usually transitioning either towards a full democracy or devolving into a full autocracy. Madam Bako, Eric, and the word for what is happening under Mahama is called anocracy, which I think I'm tempted to side with you.
Nyame kan say na juma oba waye no bebre won ma ensoni bebre SML dey also SML largely omo anya juma bia when GRA under President John Dramani Mahama GRA commissioner wa fa no enye MPP aban no aka say MPP na koma SML for adwuma nti oma issue statement to defend SML NDC aban Ghana Revenue Authority issue statement confirming say indeed SML ayeduma mom. You can have issues about the way a contract no sign here gabe woman in human man. You can raise issues about it, but to challenge even KPMG report saying say SML and indeed ayeduma ma buying say KPMG an internationally acclaimed body o man na battle okra confusion by o mo ne call ya o mo de ye proper auditing my now Office of Special Prosecutor you are disagreeing with KPMG say SML nya adwuma bia nti we would call court what do you because I don't know the court will look at the facts and look at KPMG report share a NPA case case amne Mustafa Hamid ko ka say useless case ya no on tiase wa na obeka che say wo mandate a odi ye hwehwemu no indeed endu money laundering enti ukochi obi kura wo Swintes ujaye say enko yoko sisi adapa ubaye press conference Bɛkyerɛ ka kyerɛ say sisi adapa no akopem because when you say the mandate no endu money laundering ti Yoko nkoye nhwemu. In fact, me madam for current Yoko boss kura by osan be je docket no so ko we money laundering mu nhwemu meboa. Wa be catch say the new Yoko boss na show interest pa ewum. Na then na wa utimi san so ko charge MPA workers of money laundering. How? So clear, case I nearly said Yamutu because it's indeed a useless case.
The issue is that
you see, court. Why case from a court say or verify it after going to court for about 3 times.
Yes.
Why case if you court to say or verify it the Davena or verify lady,
now what by your press conference, a guamam for any mass. I impugn negativity. No, we can say, was a banana. Last week, and the week, I'm a catcher. I would do cry. Say any Adam Bako no or attempted to defend him, say, oh, call police were pips. Now, pips no, only remove police service. So there's nothing wrong with Officer of Special Prosecutor investigating himself. But the problem is that, okay, pips no. Who share the Police Act any mandate now? The PIPs, they cannot investigate the IGP. The IGP, So if there is a problem, there's a procedure, police council, a procedure refers to any go in any case. Okay, say OSP. Subordinate Asamka. OSP. Indeed, say the matter people guilty. Subordinate the OSP be court now. Can you imagine? Now,
just like we did.
Go down there, yes.
No Martin Pebble, so there no,
also a corrupt, don't find evidence. Okay. It is the matter, the evidence
is within the mandate, corruption related. No, yes. But it's personal.
Reliability.
False information. Where was the corruption? And also is corruption.
But the thing is, it's not fair to say. Martin Pebu, yes, who is being accused of being corrupt. For you to investigate him. Yes. When the one accused you, the issue should be investigated by different bodies.
I bet they are going to scratch. Go to the narco court. What narco CID? Because I don't know the Nipana.
But I would be kind of saying, so we should multiple was work. Yes, and then media make idea and then multiple. That's not all the other Baku. Investigators number or say Gordon Diano or say Gordon as some kind or impugn negativity to the SP. Now negativity or impugn negativity no. It's by extension,
I investigators no mo fair no and I'm pointing to omo mission and I say omo mandate and I'm reading man me say the mo charge menu no is it part of your mandate me say
me say me for busa wo me ba cho akara me di e bia ma fato sisi ara me hwade na wo ye ka kise jabi asem see I said my kanta da no man
act no so
a brass
mandate from Attorney General.
A brass John free
before. Okay.
And the one some buy
section 4(2).
Okay.
Sir John wants some buy.
Yeah.
And what they are some court.
Yes.
So be kaya. What the court no. And judge no ebugu so. High court judge. Obugu OSP so say one fa e kwampa so.
Yeah.
Na owie ye no instead say wo OSP obetaka say obe appeal obetaka say
of course
na wa issue statement na me read statement ni kakra me wo na me read we a na mo say kise jabe no na dwe ne so change judges check or say on 30th May 2022 the special prosecutor when would the mo directed the freezing of the estate of Kojo Usefriye so not on 9 June 2022. The special prosecutor applied to the High Court for a confirmation of the freezing order on 12 July 2022. The High Court, presided over by Her Ladyship Justice Asare-Bediako, inexplicably dismissed the application. Inexplicably dismissed the application. But the judge, with respect, totally misapprehended the application for confirmation of the freezing order and misdirected herself by characterizing the application as that of a confiscation.
Ruling on the ruling of the judge.
Yes, this is somebody who is a lawyer, not a judge, okay? And showing the description of the ruling. Yeah, Obidiama.
He's giving ruling on the ruling of the judge.
What I say was saying. And misdirected herself by characterizing the application as that of a confiscation order, which regimes are governed by different considerations. The regime for the application for now, on this recording, the special prosecutor has directed the filing of an appeal against the ruling of her ladyship Justice Fiasa Gucci. The effect of the ruling of the High Court is that a person may in his lifetime gleefully acquire property through corruption, and then upon his demise happily pass on the corruptly acquired property to his beneficiaries for their benefit, and by so doing extinguish all scrutiny as to the propriety or otherwise of the acquisition of the property, because his corrupt activities were not discovered during his lifetime. As someone before him and when investigating,
inexplicably, no. In a way, cannot be explained or accounted for.
He's telling the judge, say, judge the ruling, no. Meanwhile, judge, no, maybe what we really need. Judge the catcher and say, a quanya, he said that be fast to buy it. What there's another router or better fast to the other. The judge taught him, of course, this is the best way. And that's what but you tell you so.
Oh, but you see, it's the last Unameka, and I would didn't agree with me, say. Now, I think there's something wrong.
What is wrong when they say arrogance?
Arrogance
of power. Oh, please.
No. I find you who true colors. I know everyone, man. It doesn't make sense.
And I'm Mr. Fenya who kisses true colors.
Law lecturer. I will mandate.
I would Yanko.
Mami. Remember, I know more me ambush into Manchia, Mamenchia, I shall phone it.
Yeah,
like I say, topic way. A young man, person may come once and ban Nadia Macacra.
Yeah, but in moderation.
Yes, and Nadia, I'll be tempted.
To boy, before the banner, I say, Yamame back, we have a good idea. Or say the NPP, okay, I think I often hear you and some of your colleagues referring to primaries, but why plural? I think the correct word is primary because it's one election.
Right. If you look at my story, short story, I'll make us a primary star.
Because election back
primary. The first one it could be primaries because I want to know electoral special electoral college. Then from that one you move to. So if you are talking of the two, that's plural. Because primaries. It's just like people saying that general elections. It is wrong in
general election.
General election because general means that general election. When you talk of general elections, it means 2024 elections, 2025 elections. Okay, main family say yes, and I election. It's 1992,
96, 2000, 2004.
And general elections.
Okay.
But when it was one election, I
2028 the general election.
2025 general election. 2028
general election.
You cannot say 2028 general elections.
Okay.
Me call LA primary.
Why
those days, you know. I recommend those books are no more there. Ogunde yes.
So can I know what
correct. From 1 to
5, as I say.
1 to 5. Yes. Those books, if you read them well, especially
practical English.
Yes.
Practical English book 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And if you get it, your Concord, you cannot be wrong.
Okay, Concord go for Concord. Number for this mame enjoy boy.
Okay, me imagine
what you call home. To what if you mark it correct?
Concord is very important in English.
Yeah, no, I hear the same one mark it. Yakwe.
Now, Peter, the reason behind President Akufo-Addo promises to obey set office way. They say every Attorney General, we appointee of the president, you are a minister. Prosecute your colleague ministers, sometimes any power. It's a bit difficult. They set up office of the special prosecutor to prosecute corrupt and corrupt related offenses. Corruption and corruption related offenses. And a law we buy it. Initially, my this thing was that because Attorney General, you read the Article 88, Attorney General has the prosecutorial powers. Let's say Article 88, there shall be an Attorney General of Ghana who shall be a Minister of State and the principal legal advisor to government. Now, for Article 88, Clause 4. All offences prosecuted in the name of the Republic of Ghana shall be at the suit of the Attorney General or other person authorized by him in accordance with any law. Okay. So, in fact, initially, me a lawyer, I was thinking, say, Attorney General, the office where I said it would be unconstitutional. But if you look at Act, Peter just gave Peter. Yes. For what you if you look at Special Procedure Act 959, at 959, over section 4 now. I say, except as otherwise provided in the Constitution. Yes, the office is not subject to no anyway 4.2. Correct. Subject to Clause 4 of the Constitution, 1992 Constitution, Article 88 of the Constitution, the office shall, for the purposes of this Act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct the prosecution of corruption and corruption-related offences. This means that any prosecution now at a OSP best starting, AG must give authorization so that it will be in line with Article 88 of the 1992 Constitution, because all our powers to prosecute. So he is giving you the power to prosecute on his behalf, like CID and others. So there is no problem. It's even problematic because on the powers who AG the powers say who call a prosecution I say who AG. No more authorized. It's just a matter of notifying AG say my case in an old AG I can say go ahead. That's all. So there's no this in fact me a lawyer about the act we cause it violates constitutional based on this provision section 4.
But the implementation,
yes, but they know a different matter. It depends on the individual.
Yes,
that is why office I don't think we should scrap the office. We should scrap the individual if the individual is not doing well.
That you also there. I just said stated misbehavior.
That is it.
But you don't know what.
And what? And
but saying incompetence is okay.
Incompetence in the amanya.
That's that you see me the incompetence in the home. Very relative.
Yes, relative. Yeah, you be. What is relativity in this matter?
But I am because in fact, in my case, and I say Kiseja being it made dismissal because it is so incompetent on his behalf. On who say on his side, say, or because why arresting me? Say, Maka Asam say, make a better copper be.
Never found source anywhere you
say, one of the people family source. Yeah, men can so be a Yesica, men can say Bensica, men can so I did bribe, men can be Biafresica. Now it got to me say, can you say incompetent?
We impugn negativity.
What do you mean by impugning negativity?
By extension,
shall we say, the man will be scrapped and check.
The institution should be scrapped.
No. The institution, look, it is an individual no. If the person collaborates with the AG say AG or corner say ebia or prosecute a minister of state. Now say AG feel say and down from to one penny man prosecute or don't give the good eye. It's just for the AG.
Minister.
Yes, it's just for the AG to it's just for the OSP to make announcement. Say me person me prosecuting nipa way. and attorney general so ma me prosecute what you say person prosecuting nipa way and attorney general say me ma me prosecute the whole world yes attorney general preventing prosecutor special prosecutor for prosecuting so me yama office no ho nipa no say nipa me nya de e bia wa involved in corruption and incompetence and niama na yama ye di sa office holders no eno de yes scrap no nipa no na ya office no because
ye na ye ka say na adwempa e wona na kufu ado team yes etin what tie no it can never be in dispute
yes
saade no it can never be in dispute however
the reason why our city office is still holds
however yes ma ko to
implementation no ama ye hu say
ma ko to trio da betu fie say akronfo ntini bibi nti na ma ko to trio da betu fie me ko ba ya me ba fatuyi wato ediewu ebiem lesizima ma ko to fufuro me ko se be fufuro na bibia sense fie na ebusafo asa atwetio na ko de me to betu fie bi eye just scrap them.
You cannot scrap it. So ne president violate the constitution. There are measures for removal of president when he violates the constitution. Now impeachment process is named by the president. Are you telling me say if in a way president violate the constitution any baby na say wo ho a na say niam akoso yes scrap the office of the president?
Okay fine. There's no alternative to the office of the president. There's no alternative. Right. But wait there, are you saying say yes scrap OSP?
You don't.
That doesn't mean you can't fight corruption again.
Purpose na one. That purpose na they set to OSP office of the special prosecutor. Reason na that's what.
Yes.
Messi say nipa no work for office no is not going up to.
Na mienu namba. Any sika na koi. Sheba ko. So far OSP na success story. Unba success story. I have arrested. The success story, I don't know. Second one, so they say, he has added me to his medals. But also they say, was it payroll fraud?
SML we are Peter Ukain. The OSP I can say never did any investigation.
That's why.
From estate no more investigation.
Yes.
When you say na so only Manasseh.
Yes.
In fact, o try and say and the Nekufuado and no kopes watch first Kenura Kenufurata.
Because we
before I say because of SML case and the Nekufuado. Mabo Manasseh Abaso once again.
Yes.
We said that when that time akɔhwɛ book biemu ɛwɔ OSP office any timelines time one make attempt to investigate SML and then arrest you ni nyina ya afia me pula me yedi nkume ni nyina ya afia no twantro adenna you see no creating person say and then na Akufo-Addo Nana Akufo-Addo edne buy so begulu ni mase Nana Akufo-Addo appoint so be adwuma who the case by interview bi
mo be sa papa way if you concentrate on this man make asema ebia
ye de nyame
I want to go to mama America the investment
okay ko ye mi waka ma wi ase na minister so aba o pacho we dey fa yi ni brad dey test you know and dey on form a machine no and dey on form topic class no deal with and topic na
I know mo DJ me when it comes to OSP my head almost said they should not provoke me
okay
because my partner no ono oya media you media freak ono onya duma bia
media freak
Martin Pebu say because of Martin Pebu NDC for omunye na rise up say yes carry office no and yes sir
all of a sudden
unim the entire basa say ye chi Poladom Lomotri you say obikas assemble parliament with all the things are also offer in a land the property his name ni amanya na buy Martin Pebu we are supported OSP
yes
say there's nothing wrong about it Poladom so oni landed property his name organ or transfer or no one himself will be to say one register Martin Pebu property in Poladomotri properties or lands any other places but you see NDC people are doing this because Martin Pebu your munipa. Juma Oyama Omo, Amo de Winnie Pano, and he's when he was part of the oral committee.
Yes.
Into Omu protect Omu own. And what they are fearing, they said the reason why to me, and this for you did they say, once this OSP has started targeting Martin Pebu, it means that this very soon very soon. No money say MPP from Kwana or better at so they were quiet. When they
came for me, when they came.
So when they came for MPP Nepa. When they have come for NDC Nepano, say they are rising up. They are sensing danger. Say Papa we are all chichi Nipa by heart. Everybody so anymore. He did it to Kenoforiata. It had to take that one day. I'll give it to Mahama Yariga. He apologized.
Yes.
He did it to many people, including you. Nobody spoke about it. Now he has come to their house.
Yes.
Taking one of their jewels. And to Olmunim say, if they don't stop OSP, you go after them.
Yes.
Going after them, no. Now let's grab the office. Instead of talking about the individual now or taking action. No. To me, may say scrapping the office is not the solution.
Okay. It
is the individual that we should look at.
Okay.
So our committee of men be say stated misbehavior and they have incompetence in Libya. If fortunately for us, petitions Bɛkyerɛ president who are referred to
Chief Justice, yes.
And their topics are is it one of the topics?
Come on.
Easy.
So me the reason purpose for which that office was established and that it still holds. It's just that if you look at the section 1, can say OSP person prosecute you a year, he has to take instruction from the Attorney General. There should be that collaboration. It shows that Papa Way he's not even collaborating with the Attorney General. And so let's leave the office and find a credible person worthy of that office. Because there's a reason. Attorney General Amonka say ono na be prosecute. The first one about office, first for and your own people no or and such a person you want to continue to. May say let's leave the office of special prosecutor and get a competent person
to manage
and then prosecute officials, public officials who are engaged in corruption related offences. Now, if I need maybe the scrapping of that office, I think I disagree.
As a minister, Bebemuno, also flyer no Thursday na miye. It's my whole manner. Mark, sending message. Now topic 1 we dem be microphone mamu mienu when a year friend is Peter and was a petition for the removal of EC boss OSP before Chief Justice Mark is what kanya sabrofo na wa kan be 15 times one said that he dey go don san hwe mi bi aha na me se mate it me san hwe mi bi na me san respond dey say it can the right way we say petitions for the removal of EC boss OSP be sent to Chief Justice or be submitted to Chief Justice. But in newspaper for near now for want of space in tea. And I'm used to before no to be submitted or submitted before and time be used to you don't Mark Abraham person most of somebody to match it with the
you flyer no and the flyer no crown him say mistakes to crowd.
You know point 1 no. Hey former information minister Fatima Tobubaka Bachakwa Betty saying because baby na baby afro ko hwe dey say me umre me ni mre ma wo na say o say me sha dey na time na be sha be respond say ma
say ni no correction kra anu po sa say ni mistake no
no but say na let to no because say me wie that me omo ntime correct I told you minister who to say
na me adome ho ye
na we dey e say your personality profile o
me alaje ni honorable ne bra Peter
ya pese busa say na opposition ne fata wa na say abamu fata because I'm often about too much o
mienu dabi dia amanu ne fata no
abanu be fata no
opposition say aden
but
opposition fata obi a o
Don't forget she's with an 80-something-year-old man.
Yeah, who
has been blessed.
And looking fresh. Okay, Mate, but so who you dear? Pacho, NFA, Yanko, so what church I was at.
Me chia busiani na me bahana many ajikeku. And discussion is not it's like a family meeting.
Of course.
Because on say mentor and come say ko try mo godon.
Yes.
Because I had there what the obechi me ho. You see me anapa mechia mo. Na machia Ghana de she nyina omaje brete on won to me 95.9. Any omo movement TV so. In fact, me who topics na I've been reflecting on a lot of things. Na me pa kwenya betina have for us to discuss the pandai
issue no. Okay.
But me who topics na me say no a very important. You better discuss some of these issues.
About panda issue no so no you can deal with it
from different angles.
Yes.
Needi kan obia or prosecutorial powers bia no ne ene de mu odu ye attorney general's department because no na constitution no mu and article 88 yama no powers are ultimate prosecuting for and on behalf of the state.
Yes.
Enti say establishing an act of parliament na ye de shemu say won so betima prosecute a age to me ni bi ene apone ho kakra e de amount. At no point in time na woni age mo powers no mpo ye den ana say ebebro mo de so ebi o hokra some of the acts ni bi o ha yetimi de shemu say in fact even we investigation ni we na gather information make sure say what they are to age anim ama no so ama go ahead say prosecutor and say na mato aso
say be kra wom
na
OSP de ne wom
na godon areho sem e wom ne say in recent years no ma make your observation be law ejuma court ejuma prosecution ejuma ade e famra ho bia enya popularity contest.
Yes.
Wontimi nya lawyer nya celebrity. Wontimi se wo be practice ya ka se be se me practicing lawyer aya ushia judge for baby
dabi
we pia ko shia judge bi o pub ana se baby a wo chele ana se wako join association bi ni etwa ntoma wo hu bi da
dabi se wo fa ye judge kra na se aye ba fia
no kra no district
thank you
se kra ho ba asem no kra ko be busy da wo judge for supreme court judge for be me se ma control by ko didi na
aye bi binti ena law profession and as a legal profession no etisa
let's say why choba
either say we prosecute especially in criminal procedure either say we prosecutor and also we defense counsel and also we judge obi nkwa edanse niemu obi shebre edanse niemu even with procedural error ubibia indiscretion ninyina timi gina so ema obi bra nyame bo ni ba wiase ehhehye niema man eba ne shebre mu atrankate. The challenge we have today from the age to the OSP and other people are yaponi to many bi amomo no omu refi omu core objectives and omadani omu celebrities and the PROs they hold more microphones than they do investigation. Because maintain home penny semoda in recent years any yenya omu power to prosecute on charge obi no start a press conference on charge obi omo on kwadu on pro obi mpo se yesu su se wadi bone da bi yanka bibi sa ankyere no nipa na nam ho woni mpo se wadi bone hwe ne omo de provincial wo de na to stop list so a omo na man onim so da stop list so ena ye mo wo kwadu so yan charge wa bibi ansi no kwan se opie mun kan cha ne se wo ya under investigation ye enti se me meti hey me information ho no mo me sign check me nya hwe enti wuntimi nkwa airport na me ntu kwan ana ana se wo de obi to tankru wa mu a me so na me kwa o se wo o pesa o kwaji wani wo baby wo boa wo nko na udru ya my immigration for stop you say ye do what to stop list
province 15 days ebe se na omo charge no
wow
yoko kipu 15 days yes still omo charge no 15 days
na wuwie nso so a even inquiry bill na yeso amode ma no ya bobo kakra ka huhu bi a wona na nkanso a wabusua nyina ye fra busua kese ni nyina sa ye pese ye boabo adwatire ne agapade ano a ye ntimi nyiwu na kyese obi atena baabi abo kehire e de boaso a osa wo ye dan a obedam bi esese ye ma wo experience ni bi na se trajectory we say ena saa emra na constitution ne statute e de ama e Ghana no ye de be fa so a prosecute a me can make sure say bedru baby most of these offices will lose their value. Yes. And it has started already. You remember the comments that was made by the UK High Commission published?
Yes.
If that is the case, if what I saw in the publications were true about the way how they treated the former Chief Justice.
Yes.
The way Omuye state capture in a way to consolidate power.
Yes. And
the intimidation that is happening in this country. Amazing said, Okasa krana se wakasa ethiopia and on the next minute ye chokrampa yankra. This is a very dangerous precedent for most everywhere. And sometimes they go ahead to lie to the public.
Yes.
Say ye omubi enti no monso so yebi. And that is not true. No crap baku ni. The very first time almost started a day where 209 after President Kufuor leave office. My first encounter with appointees I do a more call to call back over there Sabi in any way.
Almost they also arrested at the airport.
Almost a banner boy BNI for
Nano University. Obaso camera bia near Chum Musrani Abasa near Chum Musrani Abasa Yakran Kwala Yenimuni Omaye. At the end of the day, not a single person NDC Abana at the time was able to successfully prosecute. It never happened. No more double salary, MPs bro 15 and ameboa. Now more issues be break. People were excited, not over exuberance no after we had won an election with almost 1 million difference. Enka by now nko majority nka front bench ni nyina nka omo kon school nko graduate. But the president didn't want that. He didn't want that. How will you wipe an entire leadership of a political party in the name of double salary? So sometimes in the public interest, weigh your love for the country and your disdain for some of the activities of Mayana, one must take precedence over the other.
But going forward, the disdain must take precedence.
At all times, the public interest, national cohesion, and Kabom, Niado, stability of Ghana, and a President Kufuor money take precedence over some of these things. But the situation is not the same today. And the way they are going about things, even the bill conditions are almost certainly be and comforting change. Because now more be who said to be bail at your friend is saying 800 million Ghana cedis.
Honorable, bail at Madame to be sending message say they are more echo brochure say they are more bail echoing. To say why should you bail on you Tony Pakra ultimate.
And bail is not supposed to serve as punishment. But it is happening. Now ordinarily, Okasi Yama discussing removal from office near a year. What I would have done is to do research, look for the sessions, look for precedents and all that, and come and educate the public.
Yes. But
God only me down tell whom you are. I've lost hope in Ghana.
Goodness.
My
goodness.
Nyamin restore me in that direction. It is so glaring that what is happening is politically motivated.
Yes.
To the extent that no law, no logic will redeem us from what is
what you have just said, I think should bring
make us a crime and miracle.
Yeah.
No law. Me better say because the national chairman of the NDC from last year, Peace FM, there was a Matibiwo, several radio stations, the voice all over. Yeba Chief Justice. EC chair in the 2 deputies. ye yini wi a ye be yi we ye de listen to ho ampa omu yi ba
script
me say as a sini we need to pack the court
with NDC lawyer
balance the court ye converting the pami no Supreme Court almost there be Supreme Court need threshold though and so still also there be am penny court na ye ma and so am buy your munya space ni pass 7 ko share ho
abani obi anko retirement
at go obi anko retirement enya replacement enya nothing. And so all of a sudden the conversation is like, oh, you need threshold, you need ceiling. Is there a ceiling? President Akufo-Addo de yanka ceiling, yanka pemano. Ono dear, yes, what na aircraft mu a enya they compare other countries or more aircraft every 30 years. Kuno na otu adubone bi kawano. We should be careful of the kind of things we say on people. Na se kama na edane no ho aba. Ebu nkompo na ye nim obi ne eko ne fi.
Minister, I say me who say wakasa with this and you say that and you see for it to come from somebody like you that several people your more my more almost they lived under the military junta Rollins but but and that they say the Musi baby there's no savior anyway.
No.
Have you heard of
that?
Your mommy Elizabeth
Bovidio Mammy
under military.
Bovidio Mammy Ebia Bemia Tiasie I mean why they are doing what they are doing now. Akala Bomami say
somehow their opponents are beginning to feel like they're weak. Okay. And you see the kind of violence they use against them. You see members of parliament being beaten. You see political operatives wearing national security uniforms, brutal. Somehow, their opponents are beginning to feel like they're weak. Okay. And you see the kind of violence they use against them. You see members of parliament being beaten. You see political operatives wearing national security uniforms, brutalizing people, holding guns around. Look, all of this, for me, where I sit, the next time NDC gets power, if they do not establish a clear line of deterrence, I'm not saying that they should do the same, but you have to be able to tell your opponent, you've destroyed my businesses, you've beaten my members of parliament, you've killed my supporters, you are going to pay for this. And I do this because the next time you get power, don't touch them again. If you do not establish that clear line of deterrence, you are gone. A time will come where you will not find anyone to go out there and bravely fight for your cause. I see these things over a period of
where you Ramon Acha, a band people opposition, as more kind of say,
just a few days to 2024
after
I was so West
Ramon Acha ye. NDC opposition as some kind of say or more NDC Babemwa and was some MPP ayaka dear and the Makosi ye Emma said you say NDC for bar near Johnny.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what and so it will when I dear near me up to is so fear in us say you bring some capacity in Elena mentioned by Providence and the NDC by you could say you could I tell them now whatever and in the course you could to the extent to say what to me at the bail condition 60 million at 2 be so. Never call the court. Emma court of competent jurisdiction. I say one very different from 60 million to 30 million true sureties without justification. Ramonacha living by the kind of position say mempene. I was a map papa ni demwa mo so me. It mempene me sa kwa appeal. I keep put back on 15 days. Minister. That's why I work at the work.
Only and then so I'm a miracle. And they see in your bema NSL.
Yes. Yeah.
Na ama and then my reflections maybe be an hour or ashemi.
Yes.
And it is based on this fact. Bra and NDC will 2/3 seats in parliament. Okay? Budget ni debate no. de bia na hwa ehwe
ai obi ani ho
omo kotena ho nkoka bibi papa bia omo nkompo no akọ discuss omo maka so omo de akogu ho no ma omo nim the value no echen 1:10 yeah no debate no wonhu na poso
mama bi na wo come
ntebe
can congrats you no
bye bye
no so nim say ofiri me wie krom nchen o ye MP okumi
ntebe for ntebe mu ntebe ayi question dey can say playing cards I want the playing cards no e bo no ma ye player no te dey friend ntebe no 1 2 no e be never ho
na go don
ntebe squad
numbers ebrebe egu parliament mo dey ye den city mo tata nkrofo edi nkrofo ani chinchim nkrofo nsa ama ebi di ahometi wu mo pre akogu ho wa bra parliament ho kra no mo nsi ho mo nko participate nya bibi titiri bia enso so no omo chinchim NSC akumi nsa
ya
ema abrantie yi ahwere no nko amanne babuno mojamono such a brilliant intelligent gentleman who was going to be a lawyer to serve his community achimwanchi ene Ghana nyina yahwere no okọ anso hwa sese omo de aduru matu nindam so ewo panda na se godon unimade ekoso a first of all mamenka bibi nchew
okay panda
in NSC akumi case no so when you have the benefit to read the decision of the court, I'll measure that printed copies. It will help in this Pandai case.
Yes, it
will really help in this case here. In an Eskumi case, no. Time omo file a petition no omo file a petition no. And Eskumi lawyers. I can say yet in from Momu say easy a gazette on 6th January. Or gazette say to abani we are returning officer or more announce we are easy no so more go ahead echo gazette and then it will reflect in the records of Ghana Publishing Company Limited.
Yeah.
No also so I compilation and then they will issue the gazette as a complete document. Now yet it say and on the 6th of January and ye gazette your friend is saying the results of Akwatia election no. NDC for no argue said there be no cre. Ye gazette no on 24th December. But you tell you, ye gazette is ye gazette no on 24th December. Ye no on 24th December there, and ye young conco mu how near media no cre. Send ye free abam. Call Ghana Publishing, the search report call Ghana Publishing. Say they don't have any record of any gazette on 6th January. And that indeed the gazette was done on 24th December. In fact, easy lawyers. So the BPSO say indeed gazette on 24th December.
Easy lawyers.
Baby, I make some no
okay.
And we are saying no. Easy lawyers. Ghana Publishing Company Limited. Omunina HSA. The Gazette was 24th December.
Okay.
Enunti Supreme Court nijina so. Ebua say Gazette no was done on 24th December.
Okay.
Utieni. 24th December. The Gazette notification containing Akwatia results no and one the containing Pandai results.
Yes.
So it is not in doubt set Pandai so was gazetted on 24th December. Now they say Ufi Honoma representation of people's law.
Yes.
PNDC law no section 18 section 16 about when ubetimi de petition Akko High Court on the parliamentary election.
Yes.
Now betimi de petition akko ewo niema mienu so. Ni edi kan say election no say na bribery, uhun say exchange of money, any influence because so Edana or observe now within 21 days you can file petition. You don't need say maya ye gazette and nabi no. Dana incident ni see na can within 21 days so bet ma file a petition. But if it is bordered on other alleged irregularities, but enya related to bribery and sikasema, you have within 21 days after the date of the gazette to send your election petition to the High Court. Go on. Uni muda NDC for no file Pandai.
Dabeng.
It was 31 days after 24th December.
Okay.
Enti ekokota first of all say oye otemuafo na so ote akonyam na case bia ye de ba imagine imposter clients no momu ni lawyers so obi ba na so onya represented a wa wo ye judge na there you are not about to waste 1 year 2 years of your time making a determination in a case that you don't even have jurisdiction. You need to first of all clothe yourself with jurisdiction and establish say indeed do I have jurisdiction over this case?
Those are primary questions.
Yes, and sana ukra watu aswa mama toto ni emoto. But in this case, the judge proceeded to hear the case. Now file a petition out of time. Naturally, say no wanya wajin say the petition you
yes.
Because emra asheshe say FSA ye nema in a particular way no. If you go beyond that way, utimi koye ni bibi fufra enye yi. Now ni marehu seme wo. Even after in the NSC Akumi case, Supreme Court no akwetiano Supreme Court unim say okwashe bench warrant na High Court no. Any other decisions that the court took. Yeah. Now the only thing omunya favorably was on the Gazette. NDC for no ne a Republic versus High Court expert Republic versus High Court Kufuria expert NSC Akumi. Now for the matter, for the reason our court no Supreme Court in state say the Gazette no on 24 December no na NDC for starting inviting NSC Akumi nyamemfa ne currency to the CID. This is the crux of the submission I mean making an appeal. Kopim so obewu omo twene srani abasa de bia quietly se onko kire omo nko pepe baby kura o te se omo ye gazette no on 6 January
it's a parliament
na se omo ye omadwene se abana adehye omo akwati atoma brantie no ese won kwatena parliament eni omanim no enkwam owo
ombeje
free nsem etete na moda sorry ya enema ye U10 mako file out of time. Okay. Akogina kwandai de ko pesi taje ena sabio judge nso temuafo aka ye de ye ni bibia aka na emom appeal no bekoso ukwada anapa.
Maybe question back any say unim number of days 21 days into MPP so as defense lawyers. Yes, you call you. Yeah, who say you guys are charging 24th December and your counterman. I think we should have raised it there and then. What happened to us? Did you go to sleep?
Okay. Some of the cases, practicing law, NPP was not party to that suit in the Pandai election petition. NPP was not party to the suit. They sued only Martin Ninda, any electoral commission.
Yes.
So maybe with the benefit of hindsight, the party should have joined as an interested party.
Not even as I join lawyers for Nindam. Oman. See, anybody could make us of course. Yes.
What I say because so engage it. It's only if you were all involved.
Yes. And I make a wasam no. Tell me previous I may always be chimney no. Method watch him one tell lawyer bia. But by the time Peter Mo ebeje me no. Me see from no. Na lawyer for bebre abase or mo ba be charge me. omunya young people for they two video omunye politically but they came there. Oh, and to monim and this mentality and the imagining them a court. Now we be at wedding. That's where the danger is because honestly speaking, judge no they say quiet. But yes, as defense lawyers, no say you them as an individual and as a party. I think we want to sleep over this.
No, case there. We woman say so no can say jurisdiction judge no. Ebia facts no first instance no o man for facts no anko say this thing was filed on 24th and therefore no more file or more there 30 days after the law no so say 21 days after gazette. Now they filed out of time. Now even if they were not able to do that, now it has come out. That's why there's appeal.
You
go down.
Avoid double.
You know, they say now there are two proceedings in the court. First of all, apart from the stay in notice of appeal, that is what will be heard on Wednesday.
Okay.
But the new lawyers have also invoked the supervisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Or more call for review.
Okay.
And you know, or more call for with certiorari for a question order. Praying for a question order from the Supreme Court to quash the decision of the High Court for want of jurisdiction and error on the face of the record.
Okay.
But may summarize, you know, in conclusion, in 30 seconds, what I think say our party was destabilized in January.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Lucy, and that's why I'm not even blaming the MP or the lawyer. Wow, imagine Lucy, you know, all of the chaos, the thuggery that followed the outcome of the election. Emma, a lot of people were destabilized. And on him around that time, many cases were brought to whom Akwetia, Tema, Ibi Bright, my brother, Tema Center, Patrick Bois, your friend is saying, Ablekumanov.
Yes.
Near you may say, a lot was happening. And Edru Sano. Why the way I create free brain? Now, quite the same piece, not pieces, you are on your own, each man for himself. Obi a na etutu ni mrika. Oh, and I think says, not ye war any coordinated efforts, ne bibia, and ne mano bibia to so any. Oh yeah, dear. Yes, logic and emotions, they don't live at the same place. Emotion may say, Ube who PhD holder, no, you're broken heart.
Emotion,
na book nini na bra, na book nini na ya out of who professor be 18-year-old girl be so
say NDC for no more Korean petitioner spoke about 41 police stations.
That's correct.
And yet then my judge and also passing a scope in the Korean say there instead of declaring on the 41 now Nipano say or the petition or no say or issues with 41.
Out of 152 polling stations.
One also a problem with 41.
And out of the 152, 150 all the agents endorsed at the polling station.
And yet, lawyer way, a judge way say, maybe a man penny, what now do as somebody now so one can year. Med decided to quiet election war. Polling stations in the whole constituency and also so again. Animal farm kingdom. Oh my Makumanti. Aquabim. Yaton Canada Swaba. OSP Assem. Said the same people put your man to say yes, crap what you know. If you say, Ulma to pony and Nenke, Nasunipam, you know, my biddy at Nenimono. I'm queen, yes, crapple. The museum chamber petitions bear 7 against West Peninsula. Yes, what is it being a dear? You need the OSCDR 3. Easy chair, and then Martin so self-in an idiot or they match the Mamma Fanning Cahu. But so far, 10 petitions. Was that the Casa were here for the petition away? Was that the Casa again? Maybe he has no credibility, honestly. Matthew Pegu, he has no credibility.
Oh, was when you're 15. Now,
one away. When I 51 little way, if I may just what to say, shrine or so, there's a petition against the shark boss. That's what I've been told.
Okay. And then say Hajia Ba. Last week, lawyer Ba no so solid.
Hey,
solid. And that's also Hajia Ba, another solid lawyer.
And I was very solid. But when we say in the natural scheme of things, and can and you be business here, and can be used to bear 1 hour at Lumba. Because then I want to be see Lumba. And
you're careful.
Some 30.
No application because me was more flyer match.
Me bato me abusa penny dia.
Oh, Kalumba Samiato.
Oh, what's a making a miss at me say? A kind of natural scheme of no. I may say careful. May say okay. May say the natural scheme of things and can they never my echo swat and can then no kibis bear 1 hour at a Kalumba Sam. Sana me kind.
Oh yes. He's right, sir. In the natural, yes, sir. No
the nature,
be careful when it comes to one or car say third person be ABP.
I thought that was it. Me say. Repeat it. You know, some of the news right. Me say in the natural scheme of things, can you be a command? Can I can bet to spend the 1 hour. I can Lumba, but said the music with Yintiminka. Sana make him one of the my own car here. Make cash and I did. Who could be boy, who could the first boy to say, I will see, I never have it. It's a thing. Only, oh, I want my document doing it.
Doing it, the Papa Numpa. And the reason I'm not person on the face, some Papa no.
Okay,
then what is on your Mrs. Nuedias? Or you know, didn't know you Yamanu. I know. It's Medase Lumba, the Pamchama Mutino. Godon, and Casse in the 13th, not in a march for now, Casse. Godon can't say 13th. Are you? Or march for no fire posters, no mobile boss in a yes, sir. Infinite.
Medasi.
Now, first thing this week, near war, eating.
Yes,
what about me? About it, I used to know. Now, I can't wait. I used to know. He is whom any in some energy, no.
Anointing.
Yes.
Anointing.
Yes, anointing. Nah, hey, Minia, proto.
A protozoa.
Now, the stamina, I know.
I said it here. Say in the stamina, no, and correct. Oh,
me that MP to me, he list time.
It's true.
So we are here, so some out the MP to me. I know.
It's only make us out. Stamina.
And you say, then as I was saying, say, Protosa, so the Bible, you know, you feel offended. Then as I was saying, so it's a Protosa. Let's say, also this cardia, stammer in the baby. Let's say, and you see, and then the expressway, and the hey, Protosa. Make a play there too much. I was good. Yeah. Now, no, about me. Now, Imunu will be chairman, said, Hemufu Makaranta for the way their brain works, the evidence I have changed them. But about me, I only say, no, Beckham. Sophia could the next place. Line said your medical count will hear film in Utre. I was observe one. And I say, what say 20 minutes, sir. The could be 19, 20, 21, sir. There's a Makaranta training in the Yomusa. I don't know how. Say they wrote learning.
Say Nepabia sometimes, Yankopon the idea of child. Intellect Biana Utimi Ekasa Yansani Adri Yankopon the chair Obia Obi from naturally Ediamano. I think about me at the insanity. Hey, and the only the natural. But you come on the chair. Yes, sir. Oh, Abia, of line with your car, of which your car, 3 places in your pep. Now, Imuno, Bamamo, you may be. Papa Bishay or work at 7,000.
Okay,
Peter. my topic no.
I think the journalists, you are doing a disservice to us. Waka say we work 7 and no na bi mu gina so say because of sa nipa 7,000 no oni madwuma ye. Nimi radio station as a radio manager. Near check ratings are on my own numbers are nine count. Nimi TV station. You know where I came from? The data. Yes. They check it when a radio station we show we why they doing better than us. It may when it comes to that area, I have it true and poor. So that's about me. I was one of the true and poor. Some media houses look at you say no na they make you know say oh media may work 7,000. What the media houses in the crowd the scheme of I didn't know as a media platform and count. Ebia MPP na ko na man gravitas na MPP funity core MPP people. I mean if you want to read it like this station if you ask me if it's doing well I can tell you yes. You know why? Of course because MPP phone I no message and even if you don't have listeners the MPP people come they will give you the number. Where are the 7,000 workers? And between now and January I'm telling you, if for 27,000 me vote, and then the people who follow me, but they have called there are no 7,000 workers in the way. 7,000 workers, you know. After being Mutimo, so no name Juma on my career, created Juma for 7,000 people. And between 9 and 31st January, we some of us are going to find out where the 7,000 workers are. I ask this question here. What baby, I'm a sister. Me say I said it in this studio. My main play devil's advocate. Okay, so yes. And to inquire, the way to talk to inquire 100. Like some should be TMU. But Obibegus I say okay. Me make us assume that admit because it is a fact. 7,000 they no cray. Okay. Why do you have to number? Oh, me the salary minimum. No cray. Okay. 7,000 and yano. That's what 4,800. No, Obibegus say, okay, say there was 12 nipa 100. And I nipa 200. Yellow way. So I for nipa 100. You see, in capitalism, especially in governance, say, Ubikwafa work is 5. Government places a lot of value, of course, on Ubi our nipa 5 because what load on government for employment. Yes. So often about 5 we place a lot of value on you. Of 900. Yes. But manokre another year. Men me cancel only past 7,000. They see the whole Ghana. Me I see my one way my amazing phone and then oh no your beer juma find past 7,000. Oh no him send you beer juma. Yeah. It's all over. And he's using it to woo people and people are thinking that I'm power only past 7,000. No nyampa. Let's say theater for 1,800. Why you event to order? You see how you struggle to fill that hole. Easy. Yeah. Why what with a baba ever Rabbi anyone was somewhere new? Rabbi anyone because you can't we want to fill the place. When I was a nipper 1,800 no, and just small number. Now I acquired to snipper 7,000. I came from multimedia in Share FM, Joy FM, Adom Asempa, Hit FM, Major Online, Adum TV, Joy News. Okay, you know, Joy Prime, Love FM, Joy Prime. Okay, you know, Boma, you know, Simon Nick Coasters. You see, and I think that the Baumia campaign team, they have slept over there for so long. And what can't talk about and you central for Juma. And your political talk. Yes. It's a politician deal with it. Let's give me fast how to make a head. Matima, only I start to hand. Some of the people in Baumia's campus say, I dear well, Mamma not pay a pesticide is Nepal also created 7,000 jobs. One person say companies are in our war. And each company, how many people are employed in that? Where she has MIT. Okay. Somebody say I've created 7,000 jobs. I have let him prove say I have 14 companies. Company where me were 2,000, me 1,000, where me were one chair. Where she are there heading? Mama na kasa sa uko last me ko emeka number plate wo boshe. Obu ha o say Ken o create juma for 27,000 and me say o create wa hin. And am be say o say so coasters and say coasters who dey nipa e fa coasters. Coastal di nam tesebio akoko funu a di ba akoko foods the kanisa
spare parts
nipa he na ejuma o cold store last one no aye na campaign no obo juma o one onim he mentioned cold stores about 10 one bo company be apart from cold store
obo cold stores ni din obo miensa
okay miensa
and I will be busa me steel factory no e be tra felipa be na me steel factory na nya adwuma it must
ma won say rubber factory be amount for rubber factory called North Industrial Area on a rubber factory to do so pan omo 24-hour economy ko hwe ni pa o ma fa wo if you take the whole of North Industrial Area factories na workers na wo nyina or do 7,000
so person can per list no I think say me per list no
me ma bisa say me na me say man can say ma
how
say bisa me pa
say la how and also ni pa 7,000 so what's the money say say wow can una be prove so what's your nan no
ya no ye you know Fred saying anti money laundering
correct una is prove be onya sika fi una also 7,000 ya be can say yenyi
enya no kwa
it is say no next be prove change say oh me wo costo fa nipa number say me was an entry me can nipa 7,000 and ni what you say
yes
because
no money companies e order na nyina workers are na ejuma wo
no do go down there in boss go down there in boss we dey me need to ka kosi tuma sema na bia ya fi jan to aso so ko wako me bi obeko bi e beta no me go on
I want to say the body na all the multimedia now
ana kwa page ma foforo e bi onye media bi
on say mo baby ana o ye juma no o mu pay the body
obviously for the first time I disagree with Alaji on scrapping the office of OSP even if he's charged even if he's changed the lives of Asare-Bediako and other people who believe in his ADB may still continue. Okay, with the Prof. Kiona at the Ebay.
What started comes on say for the first time I disagree with Okreku Manti for saying that the man doesn't have 7,000.
Oh yes, so you are right. Just that was Timbamia for no idea.
Yes, pass and know the topic we have. I said it here many times. Maybe I miss almost 7,000 MPP people now, and now even Bamia's come. They should challenge the man to produce. Mama now broadcast I have 7,000 workers. Do you know 7,000 workers?
Haja, I got someone about you.
Obviously, we have all left home. We have all left home. So even now, if they are playing Digits on Movement TV, I will still watch it. Anyway.
Okay, so I feel about what topic no. Okay. We did be boom.
Me da was pa.
And then Alaji
my favorite topic no know the by 7,000 tron.
OSP.
Yes.
We said a few months ago. Lawyer Martin Pibu. How can I start in my high? By this time, we're banana TV trading. Nama head news file.
Key points.
It's Mishaha. Now he TV trade. Nama Samson. Lawyer Martin Pibu. Sigana ayede. Na wunis kampa. Akufado. Gadi yenyina. Ya hoche yeng. But he say the environment is free. Ghana. I'm telling you. Yeah. Now we don't tell somebody okay.
Oh yeah, President Akufado, Vice President Baumia, any of Furiata.
Oh, you are your President Akufado Kuma. So yeah, a plan of transfer Kenya say. What I say? Now say across some can say that Baumia doing the president. Now Ghana is not ready to vote for Ubia where this is 60 years plus. Oh, I'm telling you.
Yes, in the Amantiano.
Okay, now Ghana is ready for young people. Now, Martin Pebu, I think that okay, who's the lawyers? They are not used to research. Hey, business is fun. They pay research. Lawyers they be into. Oh, I don't know.
They research into the law.
Yes.
And yet data.
Data. Okay. Young business when they pay data numbers, but you know target 70. Target. It's me say in his mind he alone has 1,000 votes. And because the way he said an authority of the kind. Say or no, Nereka. And what you make or talk as like authority for the whole country.
Yeah.
It's the end one say, Ubio Sigana, there's freedom, there's peace. This is the kind of environment we are looking for.
Fresh air.
So it means that Nakosi, this is what he bargained for.
Yes, he's enjoying the fruit of his labor.
What do you say? Yes,
he's enjoying the fruit of his labor.
No number upon Kumaka district of parliament.
I don't pay my boy.
I can't intend you scrap it OSC no crowd because I can't. They are matching people. I personally feel that they are matching people. Kasane ya doso.
Oh yes. Oh, kasa hunu.
Topic biya ya say. Me sure say ko kan Lumba say me ko say.
Obenya.
Yes. Lumba sem. Oka menstrual hygiene kra o.
Me da say obe check do heavy flow ni.
Wow. Onipa o yes ah. Yes. So o yes ah, o di bim kra I say oh we dey. Ebia who say the value some of us placed on him as law student are son of the bail. Mama bail. Because they teach you in school bail case. Martin Pebu. It's value and obi abeshani case here in school no. Somehow you see him in a particular light. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, no, you respect him. Yeah. But the person, now say, Papa, they respect him. Let's do something happen so.
So you were one off case. You be good to me. You do.
It's a crime. I'm planning the outward. Actually, I may be judging me.
Yes, it's a case. Maybe I'm from.
Yeah.
When you're back, I'm
a bit. Yeah. You're saying a bit, you know.
Get to Suobi. And Franca Jetu.
Franca Jetu, Jenny, and I mean, the Kumus Adamo. It is Sasa court. Now, I mean, Franca Jetu, oh, yeah. Me, I know the history. Many was statesman. I nearly took that. No, I on one that I know a news editor. I was statesman newspaper. That makes me a reporter. Makes sure I know this. It's a editor. Oh, yes. Of course, now, come on, quite take over. Oh, but this out here. Friend, my wife, Frank. Okay. Yanko.
Riakuto. Upu law students if you are to fundamental human rights. It's because of that case, you not to be a great minister. Oh, a great minister. So if the family gets this Riakuto. It's even a hajj. Let's maybe have to tell me. I said, Master, I began to put it. Wait, which will call us President Kufado, our Kufado wanted that.
Now, only in recent years, Nippon on Sonia case in the Richard the last guy. Yes,
I'm not surprised. Which the last guy was also trained at Statesman newspaper. So I know where that is also coming from. Yes.
And to the TV.
Of course. So, say your boss make up.
You. To become this, you say, for a person of that stature, Yahunan, Urano, Yamanibia, or the Achichin, I feel say. Maybe I make last time I'm going to make I say one person, meaning do baby, but say, mate, is all politics, maybe. It's a very pili.
Yes.
I will put life here. What am I tell you?
Yeah, what kind?
Yes. MFA. The we are born the ball. Nyamo TV for himself in Ghana. After that, Nyama FIFA. No, I call Lobiama near the Yaba. South Africa played the pivotal role in the World Cup in South Africa. And look at how Russian the man how they've carried themselves. MFA. Who do baby? That's how. President Kufado Kotene fi ding uka setian otio ding otene baby President Kufo eyefe na Ramatin Pebu kasano
usi 60
obi for this 60 years there and is a man the president
so be our 60 over
okay o say ma about me ade yempan biem na
and the way all your president one nipa na age na
no no dey na chi say yes so make us uka sa baby na refi when you tell Abraham, you're matching. You have seen who? So, Papa, and also, hands will be decided. I say, President Mahama will be the last person that we are going to tolerate from. Yes.
Can we?
We are denying this. That's some now. We are going to tolerate. We are here. Fine. for the sake of lawyers no ha ni students in Suntino fundamental human rights in Suntino I feel seminia wonderful kisi
Ajabi.
yes I feel seminia kisi nso I don't know
no kwa wo se kakra wo
Ampa who kind of marriage? Who can
just that you shoot me be what's a bespoke just me ko pay and I'm so mento ankwa no ma
sa bankwa so nim enyum no
that's for the fusu if I make a mark for it
ono di akra so
ono di kanya do pro o man de e kra abo afore ama no o man no afore be no de no boy
wey oyaye onokwa
o gini mu
won say adiwe no esromra ethics won say papa ide anu also or can say me fa ho say won you must be tactful when you are dealing with such a person and what check will be say Martin Pebua on power
why stubborn
yes because of person in crowd dey fan no
sir
tell so na atare ni hwe
na wa hu ba ko obi koye demonstration wo OSP ni mo hodo mo
atare ni tane nya fi
ni hwe
be dey off balance
that is color blocking obi koye demonstration wo ni mo hodo mo obi an ko mate febu ko jira da chi o support
yes on aso se papa bi aka cha nso be we
can imagine
it is for such a person and so we say ope it is discussing na pray and then man ni mo it I was say uka odwin ho kwachi say papa we say ade and where he finds himself now when I used to produce music actively some musicians in me say I'm replied you know why you have made the musician a star
yes
so the public will support the star against you although you made the investment
yes
it are doing wrong even if Kiseja being the bima obedifo the public will support Martin Pebble Kokisi waye if both sides of the party for government minority majority now for this whole year I never quite have money this whole year
but edamitia dey we TikTok na yesi sekadero halma ko bes ko do which my bonya ko draka yesi ade a MPP ni NDC for etimi aka bom aye ya dede ama ipa me ka chew
okay
ehuma na obi say obo kene Japan cold stores no was winning bi was say I know most of his biggest cold stores outlets are for rent so the workers there do not directly work under him and wabobidi was saying na they are renting kofo and the kofo na afa nipa e wo holma or the aba me obi so the list bi abremi na ababe 16 companies na me so 16 kofim newspaper ko national o kan uso no newspaper bi
and also kan
ho o mo ni na di ni wo it mesrendi in the year juma bi ntini na ya mun ko
one newspaper me so me were 3 companies and a newspaper
ma kwa so fanu sia
all ventures
that of the thing all say go interest pa yes
man ne me was kan kama bibi amon you are made my day
skade will be
I dey we ma kan I don't know why about me team ono so among this intro mama na festis ama Boko Street is one na creative juma as if say your friends say Rollins Urbano or companies are buy Kufo now companies are in our buy I will say Kufo the president Kufo did not create jobs Mills for some Mills Urbano companies are in or one creative jobs now do Danko Akufado no companies say no creative jobs
or law firm.
So must you be a businessman before you create jobs? Honorable. Now you ain't saying that.
Yeah, I'm call about
throw it. Say name
only the problem. Okay, that be best of hang it. Tiffy Holman na men call about fatwa.
Okay. The Remonata. We know.
Them boy, you know.
Yes, now boy, you know. It's rather unfortunate. You can be say date by can we? Correct. Me can be say
okay.
I wanted to see say a campaign
time.
It's obvious before election.
Before election
campaign move. Good. Last week also me can say we must be careful with our campaign promises.
Yes.
Both parties.
Okay. We are say we.
Yes.
OSP.
Yes, OSP na me can say because even the OSP, but me say all we see in Chema na me in Chema no. Me where I stand. But me say see as OSP case be anywhere office there no me.
Office no.
Yo.
Oh, so office in there me wo my prescribe yi bia ma wo mo. Omo fa lawyers no enko Attorney General's office. No more for being contract. No more for being CID. Some more law, the legal department or Holomo. And investigators no NIB, any Yoku, or more for Holomo. Na office no. Among Emma, a Attorney General for Kakabi alcohol, any legal aid for. Now, make say if you have to stay, if you have to keep. Lawyer for not saying stay in his business. You have to keep the office. Yes. The school of thought that says we should keep the office. If we keep it, now same be anywhere. Then you want to make. That is why sometimes they must manufacture some to stay relevant. Medasi.
What's what I say?
What about the question? I say, "Well, can you be agent?" That would be quote a mark penalty. My days are saying, "Me, my question was me. Who say we manage musicians for years? Who's a musician? One man, man. Omu create idea be na aba. Hey, Marky. So, industrial secret. Industrial secret. Where you are? Yes, sir.
Relevance will not be there.
Because 10 years, sir. Yes. And that's our office is work. Say, she knew what the Munya Binka. She knew what she knew on your Binka. And that office is okay. So I think that it is important, say, lawyer Beboy. And I noticed that last 6 years, I say they overlap.
Yes.
So you say, oh, Naka, so in a way, Mammy, you are an it is. Yeah, lost for the Ministry of Tourism. A lot of Jumano, they are fighting. Yeah. There's a creative art department or commission on culture. Yet we have the creative art agency. If you look at the creative art law, film room, who are your national as a regulator of film. Yes. Who are your national film authority? Yes. They are overlapping. Because Attorney General for Brana, they don't often look at unity. Yes. That is why conflict. It's a lawyer from the Moya. Yankee Cambon, fine balance so that how I do it if you Yanko Hajas, my case, where they are winning. Number say I can't 1 hour, but thank you. Then I'm Peter. 1 hour in the bed.
Me easy the menche Bibi Kakra a petition on Bɛkyerɛ. Okay. In fact,
MPP there so
I can't be no waka a year. Until the Mawa now.
There will be MPP.
Share.
Yes, I said no me view. 7,000.
How do and why?
Let's be 7,000 view. Number Monday
from MPP matters.
Of course, yes, of course. Which marker? Young computer.
Electoral Commission and our commissioners 3. A day petitioner call saying you the minister boss kakra say NDC agenda dada. Omuka so omuba ombeyom. Into buy na January no start so the petition eko but that time no mfi say Chief Justice or at the time no on to sort nsem bia na omo keka no so into oman for wedding and they matter say most of the things are because baako a petition ne baako o madam for petitioner no baako bi okay no who na mfo do a group omo na bi tie
baako na ewo yo ko tete
oh awudi ya no ya twam so positive transparency and accountability.
Yoko boss na Peter
na down for pani.
Papa down for no.
But some of us are former friends.
Group B, the form positive transparency and accountability movement. Madam Fu Eka oyomo nipa 3 ba ku bi owom. Oh Rashid Isa. Mene ne kwa sorry.
Na wadafu this one Bank of Ghana na ye cheno no.
Yeah, mene ne kwa sorry.
Rashid
Isa no enye Muslim or not man.
Ahmed Ibrahim.
And say call is out there.
na
Collins is Muslim.
Collins is Muslim. Collins to go as was but in English name, and Christian name, Collins.
Na ensem na o matrotro ba ku bia aticho e de call ye say yenyi isi apalu e ya reho hwe ba ko o say lack of transparency and accountability. The EC chair under her leadership has been plagued by numerous instances of malfeasance, including the mismanagement of election results and issues surrounding missing equipment. These actions have eroded public trust in the electoral process. Electoral Commissioner. Inability to declare election results on time. The EC's failure to declare election results promptly has led to widespread confusion and unrest.
Which election results?
This delay is unprecedented and unacceptable in a democratic society. Electoral Commission.
After 2020 election.
Time when you are
after 2020.
Election related violence. During the tenure of the Mensa and her deputies, Ghana recorded deaths, and during elections, a tragic first in our nation's history. This is a clear indication of their inability to manage the electoral process effectively and ensure the safety of citizens.
Must you continue reading this?
Oh, then what am I going to
say? In fact, Madam now continue mutu here and yes emra and support it. Indeed, judicial service were emra support to that. And you no nko na ni partner and I say ni huni no kan ye tu kwan. Nipa na otua saa e ka no.
Ono de ya mbisa no.
Ya mbisa no hwe. Ono momo a ye discan man no ono bi tu kwan ba ye no. Ebi ka ya o de kusan ba ni momu.
Eso ay bon.
Ya yinadi.
E chese next time no course kan fa bi ma.
No, new one no ba so atutu kwan.
Oh, I would do. Nyabutre.
Okay.
Wọ́n sọ fún fẹ́jà sísá ní yẹ̀bú àmọ́ ọmọ mu ní àkàtà ọmọ ti kàn níbi.
Àbúrò kaba. Ẹ̀hún àṣẹ bàbá ó di ẹ̀mí ẹ̀yìn ètò 31st yìí na ẹ̀kọ́ dáńkyẹn. Ó bá sì ń sẹ́mu ẹ̀bẹ̀kọ so ó di ẹ̀yìn papa bí ayẹ̀sí náà wọ top radio ha baabi. Ọ̀sẹ̀ no woman young men afutuo. Ọ̀sẹ̀ pray for long life. Na say nkwa wo ho pa obehu ni o ma na abetin nsem. That's right. Nti twen after 31st alaji.
They say ye wie.
Obehu ni o ma na ye betin nsem. Ti nya botre. Yo. Nya botre.
Se me amini say asem pie.
That's am bebre o. Hwe me namfo ne de no. Omo say ba ko omo de akọ. The procurement of a new biometric voter device and the compilation of a new voters register before the 2020 elections caused significant financial loss to the state. The expenditure amounting to millions of taxpayers' dollars was unnecessary as the 2020 voter register and biometric devices were robust and fit for the purpose.
A dozen, 70 a dozen. It's point in the same.
My point in the same. Issues are raising some person omudi koyi mame and any deputies nedino. Sabi. And tasum, now it doesn't make sense. They've been making kind of ceremony. Now, you see no mono, and it's the first set to a trap no muto. With the Ablekomanov.
Oh, you're not dear.
I'm set to a trap because no more poma pamo dada. Do share Ablekomanov. A banana issue statement say NDC urges rerun of Ablekomanov parliamentary election. June 2nd.
Okay.
No more share. Say electoral commissioners no betoma because already no now already can issue statements ako parliament.
Yes, parliament
ako argue say Ablekomanov ni ya wie
na rerun the last resort.
They didn't say. They said there is no way out.
They are waiting for the Ghana police.
Let me give you some guidance on that Ablekomanov election. So unim say bra no mu kan abana ewie ya na say omuko collation no school bi mu na yehu so omo twa
o ma se ho
enti omo she na yes ani ma ni na ewie no na ekefie won the pension isi for no so obi and isi for no so obi ba fe they were in limbo obi name the next action yes omo take enti ekefie echo high court or the mandamus application echo high court.
Yes.
Say high court and share easy. No one kind of account. And NDC for us, so Makanya we near declare. And you know, they will not allow the EC to do the counting, collation. But what I say?
Yes.
And you know, no court, or Esa befa Chebeka say, a woman say na ediju or court to honor. He made statement, but he made this as a friend of the court. But because they did not allow them to file an affidavit in opposition, and a court needed to say, Sabia, because other people are interested, you cannot use an ex parte application to get that mandamus order from the court. So they should open up and allow the NDC to join.
Yes.
And one NDC for non-society, so any application for prohibition, any injunction, too easy so. Say election, normal we are declared, so they were not going to also allow the EC, but yes, to do the recollecting and do any counting again. So that is guidance. I'm a person. The man joining all the other cases, Tema Central. Yes. We know for all the places are not moving my EC in or the application coin.
Yes, Minister, you are right. In fact, we almost statement issue January now.
Statement.
Easy.
Okay.
Almost statement nina. And now almost and your monsema NDC organizer call more office or nupenu ekoye nina. I know, but no actually no. Asare-Bediako is a director of training our electoral commission. Sibo doctor. Yes, doctor. Yeah, hey, man found a doctor. Yes. On some trouble in Como after say Mandamus court a yin we and say May or say the commission we are still engaging with the police. I'm quoting him. And we believe that the issue of Abdulmanov will soon be resolved. At least 2 weeks time. They are supposed to provide us with protection to complete the process. Unfortunately, when our team visited, they did not meet the IGP. My understanding is that the IGP will be briefed upon his return so that we can engage with them and determine a time to complete the process. What is left is 3 polling stations. In fact, Okotu, and you know, almost called Parliament House.
Yes.
I would do lecturer.
Why?
Dr.
Bosman, I miss my lecture. I don't know.
Echo Parliament House of Records. So, Oma company be I got 3 polling stations. Results pet. And I was say, Omo etnase, no mo can want them, no mo here protection to complete the process. And it's okay, so 3 no kwana in dispute. Na say, and it's volunteer because now there's no more compiling in now, and it's what I got 3 polling stations. Why not go and rerun the 3 polling stations? Now, say, because somewhere June, and this is for Bufu, he said, no, I'm on pene. I'm issue statement, say, the whole constituency, no, EC fell into that. They abandoned their 3 polling stations, and now polling station results are now also Mukoye, you know, no, I'm saying rerun for 19 or 13 polling stations. But even the 19, there was one particular one, and the very disputed one. Nenka the 19 because NDC4 say Yankoye Ninti and it say you yes Amasa and Omkoye Chin Obalkuna for seat at Jeffrey Ninsem. Do yes, me say NDC4 yes on me pamo EC in officer. I will support our main cabi na the mechanic say na because on the face of it, you know, the beard and nation say, "Omunim say, Naka trepe, and it's for some pene." June, no issue statement say easy. Munko will run the whole constituency, and I minim emra easy. Edijina so. Up to now, they never issued a statement on why they did that. Up to now, and now, coaching team in Sakodi, 2 years, that's what Chebi, and this is for. Now, I was Miko, your base war. Almost a hair, see a castle, Omi and competent, and Mose, yeah, boy. Shed Abdulmanov, a clear case. Now, I will not be surprised. Abdulrahman will be part of the petition. The other four, May 3 Penano, other four, no,
was a trap.
Now, say Abdulrahman will be part of the petition Nyoma raise against the Electoral Commission. The Kobasa me a bear me dempo.
One call me.
May come minister what now?
Minister question.
Okay.
For Azana Yina or Canada account.
Okay.
Lawyer, are you not sure that that article here prima facie we are using it? Prima facie. Because me party to be amao. Prima facie.
It comes back to Asemana Meka earlier. Mesro Enyema Bia Magana. It's good to know things that sometimes over appreciate the situation and I say we need a lot of factors and I'm why helpless. Because one who say we enye book asem na enye law asem. But one ne wuni no ne ya detete wo no yakọ school say be wo pane be ye medicine na be wo pane no wakọ school na wie na fe wo hu say da bi say ade na ye say ye de AI ne robots bi na be na ade na ma wokra why confused say na bebre ya esua nyina na ye de the crux of the matter ne say constitution no emma obia obia or the power to exercise discretion under law, the obligation not to exercise that discretion capriciously and I say won't use the discretion not to intimidate somebody. But we have an era whereby political space is so polarized. In there is that desire to fall over each other just to please the new administration so that I will not be touched. But even constitutional bodies, security agencies, your friend is saying independent bodies, bodies established by an act of parliament. Ebina na wo kan asem na missing afei na mato ase. Asem ni ho press so prosecute obi na aban no hu se waye bibi because baby to say OSP one year press conference no or can niema boss said the previous government yentin wontimi nya na adwuma maybe OSP me nim the office baby e wo me hwe na ho. So are you getting the point? Google map na dem beko. But the way they will make the thing happen and see Sana President Kufuado ekita kenji na omoso in the face of more resources or more funding bibia, but the moment a new administration comes the some Ghanaians mentality say I have to run everybody in the previous administration under the bus just to create a semblance of but if you do that, and so it will come back to bite you because what is happening under this administration is that they want to totally wipe off the legacy of the previous administration, previous government, everything. They want to wipe it off because what I'm seeing now with the first budget and second budget, which will take us into half of the 4-year term of the president, Omumeye Bibia and see why we share ni mo behe o 24-hour economy no sikani bi no mde akoto jet no ye metete electricity so maw. Are you getting the picture? So these prosecutions is keeping the Ghanaian media busy. It's keeping us busy. They be at the Sunday na ya chichiri bi to plate so one of prima facie ho enfo bi a ho ade no ya establish prima facie me no nyina ate ha ye ni baby ade na eko say obi a won see law school da on see court dem da yenim outcome ne dada because politics na do script. Are you getting the thing? You don't have to read the petition. You don't have to hear the other side. And soon baby ade na eko na just say ka say asan wa bibi eniho but that is the thing I'm say very dangerous for this country. If there is any leader, president or government that is seeking to consolidate all the arms of government to the extent that they will not give room for dissent, it's a suicide mission.
That's what we're heading towards.
Because Obiba or no so be wiping slate in the clean. Yeah, say about to shad boss. One didn't sakano. One put appointing after John Hamel Lucy.
But
One of the oral bosses.
And we established the office of the special prosecutor at the time. Nani pa be break us. I don't know President Okufa NPP ni Okufa Martina Midu. The thinking at the time, the president was not looking for a yes or massa kind of special prosecutor. Yes, he prosecuted corruption cases, dedicated the office to do the investigation and prosecute. He was not looking for friends. He was looking for someone who will not be obliged to say such and can be a he was not looking for someone who will protect NPP appointees. But and I don't think in the current dispensation or under the Fourth Republic, who will have the balls to take such an initiative and say I'm establishing an office to prosecute corruption allegations. I don't want my party member. I don't want someone I'm going to control. And so it is sad.
Because that is secret after what you just said. It is hard because I see many people saying that where is the to fight opponents.
Yes. The first special prosecutor.
Yes. That's what they're saying. The purpose
fighting with them. So
yes,
Martin will come
and fight them. Yet Ninya Kishi and this is the man who fighting. Why? I think it is true. If it is true, then this is funny.
He's always announcing his presence. Said okay, I can amount a video. I think just about 30 seconds. Try to bomb my Mississippi now. Me fa enter me come with myself. Say are you ready? Mommy expected to perform national security. No, at the time, situation is different now. National Signals Bureau. No, at the time. Situation is different now. National Intelligence Bureau, zero. At the time, situation is different now. I mean, the security setup was stacked up against the OSP, so we will not be able to perform our job. This was the situation in which we found ourselves, and we were being expected to perform national security. No, at the time, situation is different now. National Signals Bureau, no, at the time. The situation is different now. National Intelligence Bureau, zero. At the time, the situation is different now. I mean, the security setup was stacked up against the OSP, so we will not be able to perform our job. This was the situation in which we found ourselves. And we were being expected to perform national security, no, at the time. Situation is different now. National Signals Bureau, no, at the time. Situation is different now. National Intelligence Bureau, zero. At the time, situation is different now. I mean, the security setup was stacked up against the OSP, so we will not be able to perform our job. This was the situation in which we found ourselves. And all right. Begin video kita mboy nipa bebe se mefem na kufu bebe wo bia yakopom na kokudro na walu no ho wo decisions bebe as a leader there we take decisions bo holma with hindsight no awe de bebe got it wrong kakra we ko so nipa but say nipa no esa bet TV so abeka say and that the previous government and just na kufu ado at the office no for look say jaben and no say che ne say go nechi say National Signals Bureau no now waye national security no waye we no police waye but you see there ayina you different cry me to me say no mo ba me say no mo ba na I'm wondering if say kise jabe beti me share na Akufuado no wa hwere ni machia na so ti me hwere ni machia no pa dia and then I be na heaven we be na hell na ewa here
no e
no conscience ya na mpeni ka say ye hwe obi e de ko hwe de Peter Busa ben mame yes obi true sa de ko hwe enkwa e fa de ko hwe we dey with the neck for the national makata so the concrete guso iron ross e ki se jabin
President Akufuado Nyankopon Bɛkyerɛ
uyo nungu asini papa go
adey
That be ya ubu obere. What about me abeba kompo bu sese ni.
Sa.
Ai.
Na we am me say wa me tell me correct no.
Na ukra bebe 5 bi.
Wa master.
Master kwa we so
maybe they know a plethora of them. I will meet him.
Anyway, that's 7,000 jobs. No,
that would do.
7,000 jobs. Yeah, but minus one.
Where the man
6,999.
Meaning there is a mecca who has a
many it was Solomos Asu. Also,
sorry, you did that. So was
7,000 on so.
Oh, you did that 6,999.
Yo, what do you want? What I said, now, OSP me, they be me the Romanian and Krumane. Yes, only a casual mass or Hormodiana or bar retirement, young Quachiano.
As in Mr. P.
Yes, Nana Gufado, Tini and Quachian, Timini Peter, and many them will need that sebre. Your busa is only sending from Quachiano. It's your call, you did work at Caribbean. I was but were you not recently arrested by the OSP? Adam said, yeah, but I had traveled. I wanted to find out. So, what was your offense? And I'm a kind. To me, kind, you know, Nana Kufalo will lead a broso. Because you will be a home and call best press BB. But when you're a bit indifferent, at what kind you and say, but does his mother cover that?
Simple question.
As well, you must the mandate today. Anyway, so you say it's okay. You wanna get no gas will be in the new office. I am a man in Kobo. Fata. Say, see, fancy. There's a new leader. There's a new sheriff in town. And until many and never be honestly speaking. Me, I can make my Kibiyama a friend say, message Mensa. The mechanic the be to Hama J. Nanso no e ka betima support no but that a yi no mokoye ye ablikumade no 3 to 19 die now menyesh minim ni pa mbese da hu ma me no boss yi ne die. It was an eye service. Me I'm indifferent.
You're indifferent.
I care less.
You will go amenge. Remember
I care less.
If external body, an independent body, now obi betima for so ama wa sema waka on record through your press statement, parliament and press conferences to change
and look at court my order be and the court
order said they should go and get
and also omo train Audu Adamfo at the time IGP no
omo throw letter command IGP dampare so omo here security protection IGP ka to so omo ntimi e to me ka say IGP to because omo ntimi and provide security protection to electoral commission there and he doesn't deserve a salary. But the person they go some message mention anything they say senka IGP that time provide security ma omo ko declare results now. Yes, would they have been right or wrong? Which result are they going to declare?
So my point is that an external body to me influence so
adding
I want to someone gain every run of 19 polling stations. Eyi bakura na in this
influence and manipulation.
Both. Both. It means that your continuous stay across your problem.
Influence manipulation. Young Quay.
Are you not looking at what is are you not looking at the bigger picture? Let me tell why I see the bigger picture. Okay. The bigger picture is that you encourage it based on Mami fancy I am from Sokra with her team. Okay. Not say you did no here. Near penny say abuse of Nambisa a lawyer prima facie. We also know a case, prima facie.
Election results in 70.
I want to encourage him say gradually, President Ibiaba, it is so non prosecute. McLean, Kofuna, CJ, McLean, EC, McLean. Hey, none fear no currency. Or one or as you say, Wapaban. I'm going to join her. Oh, Debbie, you have to join her because I thought can the Opa yanko share I'm telling you I'm saying so much me come on me babe maybe slow they say me tell you I'm mommy babe 100,000 millions of Ghana, 100,000. That would the musicians remember. Musicians now produce more than that. I did a particular. Almost said, I would do so. What I'm show. Fatigue eventually will give you up. It doesn't mean say Ghana in you and watch it. I would do so. Miss Misru. Now, may I sound go back to Professor Henry Mensa Bosu? Ruling back could be no case. I said it's about Chief Justice. My minute trust in B was saying. My ministers was say the quiet faso. Chief Justice we had yeah, one day a third arm of government head them. A quite say I am so simple say Ube 2 class prefect to Krempono easier. Was say so basic class prefect to deal with classroom and no adding chance say who you Chief Justice at the Ghana. As we do. It is the encouraging based on my men from Sawaya, Mokaya, and intelligence in our support. Already say minority in a Yako say, yeah, one, OSC must go. It's a Sankoya one, James must go. Hey, young will. Now, if you could, once you see, the Okana and Ukraine, but in the Yamkas and Yahoo say, can you imagine, say, it be a national elections? Maybe a decision be Abba, no matiki. Not the NDC for or to trust them on your margins on Mubabe Jai Estaf some year the day. Because initially, no, Niponuna, a magical issue officer or cost of poem through the tax, and on bay issues our statement on June, no, and almost to get to hey, I am okay.
Now, Gordon, finally, the arguments are a lot of lawyers at the bar, no more arguing in favor of the former CG, and they say, yes. What say Wako Council of State among my establishes say there is a case to answer or discretion no to either suspend her or not. But here can we say let us establish a threshold. Yes. We need a threshold. So again now obeya a bedroom cap no a hen necessary yamadu Rebecca say wait there no turning back. You have to go. We don't have that. So say oh yeah na obi the petition but so ogun ni chie kra. Yes, any obekwa kotinefi. The by the side no so can. Remove of Chief Justice in be a state of infirmity. You ma church him stated misdemeanor and inside the man. Na misbehavior make us misbehavior one and chibuo kra obi obetwra ba obi si amano transfer no abase misbehavior obi si interdict no na me tie interview be with one gentleman from Central Region EC office or one of the petitioners. I was here interdicting and somehow can you now make a polling station executive of it. And it doesn't even make sense. But this guy has become emboldened because threshold the beard new Obia Betro Bibi Kakraba, and in the name of the president is just a conveyor belt, he must forward it to the Chief Justice. And when I was listening to the gentleman's interview with Umaru Sanda, something profound hits me. Okache me say, when the president refers the matter to the CEJ and when they constitute the committee, this guy is so sure that something is going to happen.
So he's part of them. He knows the script.
Are you getting the thing? He's overconfident. First, I said Bibi Bessie, and I was like, hey. And to on him outcome or cassette send your own humility and
his level of position in the issue. And I also fear because kind of crasse doesn't mean paying for the daily. And the say Obia Keke to a teacher also in the Vega is a misbehavior or whatever. And I told so Minister James and careful Matthias by Minister Tive. The why emboldened and say Usha Daniel Furi ni petition of the Mama in paragraph 5 and 6. One provide evidence to be
no, nothing.
Or not in paragraph 5 and 6. Yes. Or say it is before the committee appointed by the president that the allegation of misbehavior and incompetence that we state and outline in this petition against the Chief Justice must be proved by evidence. No other contest for proof of the allegation other than the committee is provided for the Constitution. The petition is therefore not the place to try to offer evidence of the misbehavior and incompetence that we put forward against the Chief Justice.
And so it is based on this, so my established prima facie.
And you are so bad now because the President Mahama Jina so
okay.
They are establishing a prima facie case.
No, but you know,
but the petition will offer evidence via
constitution for so a day like this. And until Article 298, no, the use of discretionary powers, no.
296.
296. Oh, wait.
And then you'll be on the device.
Starting my discussion.
It's a good day to be tribal.
You see,
hey, you are somewhere in the pool.
Mr. Lowey may be paid. Bufonti. Oh, yes. Miss Omedi to say the Yanumo Yebi. Peter.
Yes.
Sadly, Munyana Marpin to say Adenia script in opposition and I acting.
Yeah.
Until they were a year they will fall. Whether it's about 19 police stations a year, but we'll come there. Now we'll have prima facie. Some prima facie case against a CAA Tokonu. When I decided. When I decided, said they say prima facie case.
It's President Mahama.
No, it can't be. Council of State, advisory.
Yes.
It is a precedent, even though it's not stated clearly in the Constitution.
Yes.
No precedent.
That is 146.
That is why President Akufo-Addo, in fact, from all presidents except John Mahama, there have been petitions against CJ from Rawlings's time.
And so you want to say, in fairness,
yes,
and your president, no, Abakasa and Nona, it take a decision.
On one, I take
but it finally, it is a score.
It is he determined it.
Okay, that in fact, it's true. He begins it and then ends it.
Yes.
Because I don't know, in the case of High Court, so it's 145 as I say. High Court for the judges, no.
146.
You're not only the Chief Justice.
146.
You're not the Chief Justice.
Wait for 146 no.
146.
And then you're 146.
If you appointee, if you have the same qualification with Court of Appeal and the deputies at High Court.
Maybe catch Chief Justice.
Also, you're 146
but
who to determine prima facie case
in the case of High Court, dear,
I know the CJ now determined,
and then the case of CJ is
when they are president.
Yes, but
there's a problem. Somewhere I see make so many platforms, including here. CJ it was a conspiracy between the judiciary itself, the head of a judiciary, Supreme Court itself, and the presidency.
Yes.
Why do I say so? Sick man who in the case in the court. Say say a bogu.
Aye.
The entire may be say Article 296 no. Say okay 296 C, where the person or authority is not a judge. That is where the mommy started from 296. Man, share my glasses. Reading glasses. Where in this constitution or in any other law, discretionary power is vested in any person or authority. That discretionary power shall be deemed to imply a duty to be fair and candid. B. The exercise of discretionary power shall not be arbitrary, capricious, or biased either by resentment, prejudice, or personal dislike, and shall be in accordance with the due process of law. And C, importantly, where the person or authority is not a judge or a judicial officer, there shall be published by constitutional instrument or statutory instrument regulations that are not inconsistent with the provisions of this constitution or that other law to govern the exercise of this discretionary power. Until I'm beside President Mama or a judge. When I'm a lawyer over her, so I'm a judicial officer. He determined the prima facie case. Where is the constitutional instrument or the by to determine the discretionary power? Asanwe Yanfan go Supreme Court. What was their decision on this matter? So me can say a conspiracy to take the woman out. ADR. If the judiciary itself wanted to see the back of their leader,
that suspicion there's always been there.
Then let's come to Mamu Jimensa and my lecturer. What do you say?
You think Sadiwe will review constitution in future? We must work on article.
That is why they said they want to work on after Tell my case one on and I'm the way you find you man way. Yeah, you live here.
Now say the
now say the they are protecting us. And I make a system ninja. And I make a say if the constitution lawyer Uti and I'm all cancer and I make a say if the constitution this constitution could not protect Justice Tokono. Why will somebody in your next government allow a CI or a CI or any act to save the
almighty constitution
could not save Tokono?
No, the constitution on by the review.
Don't worry. So Yamra CJ chief your friend saying
the EC boss, EC no,
and then the deputy. Sadia no, money na map ni say a script. Nti the AC no, not specifically. When they said say police provide the security for them to collect the 3 police centers. I think on that part, MPP, I don't know why, as you said, General, I don't know MPP are giving up because of the numbers in MPP had just given up. And yes, sir, under that time, no, MPP was also in charge. But notwithstanding that, in fact, never me see it now. All my comments here now.
What now?
No,
because I'm the Q friends.
I want to be people to viewers to know. Say Asare Makada. And Yahana Meka say, EC, they should declare the results in their headquarters. At that time, no, they have every duty because look, declaration of results. When 2012, Jake, national chairman, then went to electoral committee to tell Afrajan to hold 2012.
No, 2018. So
no, 2012. It was 2012. When before that's why before we went to the court. Afrajan said Fanko court because there were discrepancies in the. On 2012 elections were held 2 days.
Yes.
Ghanaians will not. Until I made this up. Until I made a petition and not a petition about.
Polling stations in the second day.
No, almost the whole of North election was done the second day.
Then there's a machine.
Yes. Now the first time you saw until election or 2 days now they elected. Until results in the buyer MPP saw a lot of discrepancies. Emma Omoka said Afrajan on holding on because they had collated and said Afrajan said no, it is not his duty. Or no results about our collating, he was declaring. He declared the results. What did MPP do? MPP went to court. So when this matter came, Mr. EC did not even actually need security. No, if you go to EC, their new headquarters is highly protected, military for never. And I'm saying you didn't even need MPP and NDC agents to declare the law. The law does not. It's CR 127.
It's well now clear. Now suspected saying.
Now me suspected say it was me person na ka bibi. Me now me can say the only
and I'm person be ko fi. Me person you chop.
So ko ya me say me so me ko.
Why never do?
So I said it here. If you know the omoye no, it is not law. Because the constitution, any CI in our CI 127 gives you the power to even declare results without agents.
No,
in fact,
protection.
And when you declare nothing can happen, the remedy is election petition.
Moreover, Supreme Court, your court Supreme Court, it
was in fact
validated.
And in fact, in the NSC case again, the Supreme Court stated that even when they declare the results and you are not happy with it, you cannot stop the candidate elect from being sworn in.
Yes.
You cannot impede any process. Your only remedy is to file a petition to challenge it.
Exactly. So certainly, you know, and America said, look, EC didn't need IGP because IGP no election on Kahon. So if the IGP say wasn't providing any security, there were military people at even today were EC headquarters. And I may say, invite the political parties to come. If they refuse to come, add the 3 polling centers, you know, and declare the results. EC did not do this. This simple thing. You can't make our platforms, we can other platforms. Nobody listened.
Come see, they don't feel safe.
Mr. Well protected. What community office or?
No, but I like it. You see, to be fair to the EC, no. Say old office one, so not a security zone. Not more. They have moved to.
Let me see the first one.
Okay. Old. Yes, security zone.
Security zone.
Yes.
Ana kakesi police for kakesi be ground but ebisi.
Yes.
At that time.
Yes.
But who kind of statement now? In paragraph 3, or say an NDC organizer, regional organizer, Wadamfo. Yes. Let
I don't know be the public be answering madam. Who can reach Japan me so to what say? I know I wrote it say you Japan madam. How can that
actually Anthony the name madam.
Look at you. That's what you are talking when you look at in fact that's what look socially he's a nice guy. Even though yes, but men can't be madam for sir. How can
leading party supporters invading the old head office of the commission and destroying properties of the commission, including furniture and louver blades. Some of the supporters also invaded premises of the new corporate head office of the commission on motorbicycles. They issued threats to the commission and the staff. This instilled fear in the staff and caused all staff members to flee because the environment had become unsafe as a result of the invasion, as a result of this.
You're not the free 3419.
It's not true. Me say three polling centers, you know, where they were even not going to declare it at their old office. No more armored office. Soldier for ne wo ko sisi a soldier for ne wo. In fact, there's even a security office opposite them. They didn't declare. And now Omo decided say Omo the 19 to say they are moving from 3 to 19. No my dear. I have told you something. I don't want to say it on air, but when we go off air, I'll tell you because I
can't wait for us to go off air.
Yes, nti ba me ka won offer a emboa me
mame so obi aka ne de awi so obi anya bi
nti we de eye den on meko
aka 7 minutes
mame no me say eye den on meko prima facie. Why do you think petition first one odi call no say the call papa no dey to hold
wa fa nko
how do I
president I say it was petition on this President Mama was one forward. No person will not do their bidding.
Yes.
Say the Omanya Munipa.
Out 1 minute internal matters.
I say
out
MPP matters.
1 minute. 1 minute. But your time as soon.
And na pa me de pa menia Mark. Wa boss mbia. Ma ba me campaign team omuntie. Unim I said they should learn from NDC's internal contest when they were going for national election. There, I see no ketia the year of Osampofo to that election. Almost Osampofo no there were a nice man or a church elder. And all the a billion tron or the guno so. Say papa no be so anya national chairman. But presidential candidates aspirants, no one who say for example for Okabi. Because the man has killed him. And I cited this example. Mutu say, DMB, or you say, or no Nabewini, or no, he should not rock the boat. Until Ontana Homo Biatran Tronguno so that also your Tran Doguno so as a party delegate, Tienas or Motu Tianoa. Now about a candidate. May say you don't joke with those things when you are doing internal politics. Don't say mena me front run anti assembly who be out be no me ho na ma jemusa because it will go against you. And the maker said, this 7,000 job I say papa we are creating. And you know correct. And last year, when I say me beside liver a Unilever, and me bought companies me brew a year. If you add all the almost workforce here saying. And I'm starting way. Say that's what campaign message are. Even those who are not MP people are says I can they so creative juma. Ntono na say a big Ghana share some creative juma. And I'm gonna say now President Akufo-Addo edit juma you know oba no na one creative juma. Yeah, MP for ye juma was he a businessman? Now Papa will to and I say many opinion to or a businessman. So it is not about we a businessman now make him creative jobs so. Now businessman no kwa no what the juma on creative crowd workers on crowd also will be. Now way you use that to lead the party. Me say that cannot be. So Mark, it's something that you have brought up, and it is not late for other contestants to pick it up and challenge this 7,000 workers. Now you can all cry now. Can say only ho. Now we can work for some 7,000. Wow, what na he say unkan.
It doesn't mean say before we are phobia ship. Say
the person should prove it. Say the workforce here 7. Santra no 7,000.
Listen wa Oman FM, Ash FM, the 2TV, Super Care Limited, Minadoro Ventures, Spice FM, National Newspaper,
National Newspaper good no.
Gold Coin Communication, Musi Real Estate, company. Gold Coin company, so what is it? Gold Coin Communication.
Look, me company all let's see na media company so let's say na and through one branch of multimedia or Papa way. Despite Peace FM.
Okay, remember 1 minute.
Contest in the MPP unfortunately we could not go into the constitutional amendments in the next time but contest in many mark kind of Eastern regional vibe no
Marco 1 minute
so that there be no more on by top up na ehun aba ebi no mo so pa e wo isi also on by top up
it is looking good Sinam Bekan last week said Dr. Baumia ni pe gun ho kra most of Eastern region it shows how no there how Islam is coming to take over whether it is whether then do ono do on tishe ono do ne ko for na ne nam and bena wo bu a wo bre no so that about me bu obu with ease
with chicken ease
na time ayi Martin Pebu ne ayi asemi west asemi be am say that about me I can't talk say me say your mama ko ka chen so you incompetent your mama fire another about me can be chair non track can be a chair the mama can be chair non track can be a chair anyway it's been Martin Pebu we can be chair good business gone bad
good business gone bad
can you know
good business gone bad
because Orafu na na omuna yi anya asem no
emuye
ayi Eastern is good,
yes,
and sana mini abai makai alaji kind let's not get complacent until 31st January and numere by 5 p.m. Yeah, declare no memo bia mfa say na pokran sutogum if at the moment you 60% pra yan yiri ehunya 80 ni
yes with that
it's team Baumia it is about time 7,000 agenda you be
demystify
yes you probably you check 7,000 more because
any baby sure amount for JJ
I will be the abase super kena me e wodmu na enya onabo kendia o di nipa ko na nka se din aba well me the list am who
super kena nya
oh so omo list am me hu
no they will not super
and buy motive for the meantime with enya hwi
enya ko
Oh dear. Honorable, young quay.
Now, coast or
Bragodon.
Yes, my
Maybe 1 minute, no. The best meaning set. Aha. Meaning sana pay NPP for Ghana Fana baby or Majibra or Mutiewa. Even so online. Mestrom. Nyame adoma 31st January omonko to abanoma Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Amen.
Asempa etia enye bebre bia na meka. Na Dr. Baumia aya no muso yepo in the times that we are in yepo bi owo akokoduro. Aspirants no bi enu ho owo akokoduro esene Dr. Baumia. Akokoduro nye dede. Akokoduro is standing in the face of difficulty. 2012 election petition ekojina court no ne yekope mema no onu no yi nanim. Ensuo mu awiamu no gina NPP anim pintin sabe sa akukudro ya kakabensama Dr. Baumia o call Bank of Ghana koye adwuma up to deputy governor wansesa ahombrase ne da so ho wa be di vice president wansesa hwe nsesa no Baumia na enim no yesterday today will be the Baumia of tomorrow. Entino if we have a leader we committed or steadfast consistent in humility, in courage, in the qualities of Beboa, Ama not only will we have a flag bearer, but we'll have a president for the New Patriotic Party in Ghana in 2028. Enya fe na ye ko sacha ye ko testy waters akoto chacha. Mesre will be bia NPP ni bia yenko na yenko to abanoma Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Medasi. Akala me ma me send ade mi mo ya na de atoso aba msisi da besi Peter Yapon da maybe BCC ya da bi Peter Yapon 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Say NPP in some day. Me medical ebe samba bio. Na me medical council there. NPP omo presumptive leader. Presumptive NDC for na man popular. Okay. Nti enya dia ye be waste your time we bia.
And who is the presumptive leader?
Oh. The Sunsumu no. Party no. Sunsumu NPP. Then people can say MPP at every point in time they are omunim nipa omden be contest. And it's obvious. No. You speak to all the aspirants. They know that the man to beat is Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. They know.
Akala fatoso. Niyanko. Nyame aduma just before Christmas. But chairman who ye pa almost every day be kasa. He's in good spirits. Na that put the year was obi the person dey brofu sisi no ka o person ka chiri ba ko say the brofu o me ho eti ba ko le pa friend no le be nkasa eti kami aduma just before Christmas the be social media training bi ama MPP social media activists no say there's a new regime patriotic institute for so ye be last be now na honorable Krampo eso holoma important they say you know no say no be say aduma no e hu see the city now who am I? Am I not the marketing person? Am I not the journalist? Am I not haven't I gone through politics? Oh, that Krampo. Yes, William. Pastor, what tell you first? Yes.
Interject to say. William said. But some okay now, my cousin can't tell. When I said, person crazy mama, Dr. My champion. Aye. Crown. Me, I'm still got up, but I jump over. I'm still about me and the baby.
Don't move on. No cry. No, okay, so there's no man no cry. Even that type of. Why do you say? Okay. Mate, in terms of for and I tell me chassis and come for my information minister.
And now the dresser no. Oh, feel coin.
Me coffee.
What dressing where you dressing from coffee about?
Would my no. Me when ye. It will say me na o de blue radio. Another cover.
I'm for us we work be. Anytime message suit be no. Na my broke. Kabanya my. And I say me see my broke. I say what dress fine. This can not the mama me I be over top na.
It yeah. Oh, nothing that you so minimum hoshe me the minimum hoshe me say mo I want my peace of mind. If I told you information from my information minister Fatima Tobaka Ebeka Yehona former deputy minister of tourism so Ebeka Mark Okrakumante Audu Mahama managing editor custodian newspaper and then Peter Ankubanso deputy editor Emma dispatch newspaper and class prefect Minya penny Audu Mahama Ebeka where there was a pa who Brasim it's Akala GH the was all more chief within Massa AB Billy Minaso Edamasi. Of course it has like a 7 macro Kweku general manager.